It's about taking over. This is about finally being heard. This is Ladies First.
Like, a man is gonna do what a man is gonna do. You can't. I wouldn't want a man to tell me how to be a woman.
So the real problem with relationship is women have no trust in men anymore.
You want me to be submissive to you. You want me to treat you as the king that you deserve to be. If I am not having the mentality of a queen, if I am not having a mentality of a lifelong partner that needs to consider my man and make sure that I'm able to be here and please my man and think of it in that manner, if I do not have that mentality, I cannot give you what you want.
Women really aren't doing that. Like Ali said, most women are focused on getting their degrees, what they want to do, their personal life, making sure that they don't lose themselves in a man or their kids and things like that. And that is one of the issues with dating today. And the reason why a lot of men are cheating is because men aren't getting what they need in the home. In order to make sure your man doesn't cheat, you have to do a lot. It's a lot of work.
Y'all wouldn't believe them anyway. So if you are the ones with the issue of distrust, you are the problem. I'm sorry, you can't see a woman as the problem when you initially don't believe her when she enters the market anyway.
If you're on Instagram and your panties and bra, and he comes into your DM, what part of respect do you think he coming in there with? And you're saying because you're a woman, you can be on Instagram in your panties and bra. As a woman who's a couple of decades older than you, and I'm gonna tell you that you're gonna get what you get.
Welcome to another edition of the Ladies First Show. I'm your host, Melanin Legacy. Okay, with my new 10. Melanie is not here today. Friends, get well soon. Melanie, she will be back next week. So y'all have to deal with us. Okay, y'all have to deal with us. We have a couple of friends that we are going to introduce during the show. But for now, we are going to make sure to introduce the ones that we have right now, right here. I want to introduce first my co-host. He always goes last. Let's introduce him first, Mr. Ilkan Ali, untouchable founding father in the Boo Diesel. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being here, sir. We have fan favorite, almost monetized, Jazz. Yes, Jazz. Noel in the building. Hi, Jazz. From Valhalla, Ghosty with the 6 and 2 E's in the end, or I's. I don't know the difference between both. Thank you, Ghosty, for being here. The one and only, the real Ali, King Ali TV in the building.
Cha-ching!
Thank you very much for being here, sir.
Yes, sir.
And last but not least, fan favorite too, Deb Darling. She is back. I am your host, Team Fatty, asking you to like the video in advance and support everybody platform that you're watching right now.
And here we observe the modern caveman. Lost in thought, his eyes fixate on a strange glowing box of light. He pokes, he prods, desperate to understand the power before him. Then he sees it, the sacred symbol, the like button. But alas, this primitive soul does not yet grasp its true meaning. If only he knew what one simple tap could do.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you. while I do something real quick, Ali, that is going to take 15 seconds. Can you read already the super chat, the super chat and the membership real quick before we start the show?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much to my brother. It's T.O., the one and only legendary untouchable with gifting, or excuse me, becoming an
The
untouchable.
untouchable empire, baby.
And then my brother SQ says we back in the building. We back like a bad attitude, man. Much love to you, my brother SQ, with the $5 super chat, my brother. And then Miss Doris, another untouchable legend, gifted us with 2 memberships. Much love to you, my
The untouchable empire, baby.
Doris. And I think she hit us with a cash app. I think Fatty, you too, right?
Yes. So you got 10, right?
10, yep.
Thank you very much, Miss Doris. She's the sponsor of the show right now, already with $30. Okay. And thank you very
The
much,
untouchable empire, baby.
Mr. Bepworks, for the $2. We appreciate you. Okay, thank you so much. Friends, if you want to support the show, please send some cash apps, some PayPals, cash apps of preference. We will print them and we will show them to you. If you send it to Ali, it would just make the sound like he does.
Cha-ching!
Okay. He said he was going to buy a printer, but we still didn't talk about it because it was Valentine's Day and all. I'm going to see how much time it's going to take until this man has his printer. So appreciate y'all, friends. Thank you very much, Doris, for starting the show. Please like the video. The likes are for free. Let's get 200 in every platform and go from there. Friends, let me put the ladies. Ghosty, you go last because you was the last one to join. I'm snitching on you. We are going to I'm going to ask a few questions, but the first question of the show, the first icebreaker, is going to be this. So let me play it for y'all, and let's go. Damn, I hate when they do this. Let me refresh, Frank. Give me a second.
And stop hating on my cha-ching. I know what I'm gonna get my machine soon. Y'all hating on my cha-ching. I see the messages in the building, but at least it's custom and it's organic. You don't need a machine to do it.
Yeah, I'm back. So I'm going to play a video. Let's watch the video, and then I have a question for y'all. Here you go.
All right, fellas, if you with your lady tonight and you love her and you would die for her, clap your hands. Joel Jr. said die. That's that shit my daddy talking about. Fuck, I gotta die for her. I'm making all the money. You wouldn't die for her? How long y'all been together? Long enough not to want to die? No. 8 years. Y'all been together 8 years? And these are your parents? Okay. And your daddy claps like he'll die for your mama. Would you die for your mama? You would die for her, no question asked. But for her right there, a nigga came in there. It was that fast, he said, yeah, she looked back like that.
Pause it for a second for fair use. Fair use. For fair use. Let's keep going.
The nigga came in here right now. Put the gun up. One of y'all gotta go. Nigga, you choose. You gonna go and be like, I got it. I don't leave. You already ain't clap, nigga. You talking about yourself. So now when y'all get in the car, she just gonna be quiet like, I just found it real funny how a nigga won't die for me.
So friends.
It's time to do.
Should a man die for his woman? We had some traditional gender roles. Should a man die for his woman? Let's start with Deb and Jazz. Then we go to Ghosty and the rest of the fellas. Let's go.
I'm gonna say no. It's just flat out no.
Why?
No. because it's not. It's gonna sound really bad, but you just it's not worth it. And at the end of the day, you can always have another partner. So they could die, they could be gone, and you can just no. You don't know if that person is cheating. You don't know if that person is doing all these things. It doesn't matter. I don't believe. I mean, I'm not a really big relationship person, so no, absolutely not. No, just no, and that's why, because it's not worth it. And you can have another one after that.
Damn. What about you, Jess? Should a man die for a woman?
Should he? I don't know if it's a should he thing. I would want a man to live for me. If there is imminent danger and he is able to help me without harming himself, I think that's okay. But should he die for me? I don't think he's obligated to do that.
Deb, you don't expect a man if there's a burglar or some situation in danger that you are actually with your boyfriend or your husband, you don't expect him to put his life on the line for you?
I expect him to do whatever he needs to do or wants to do.
Now,
I don't expect.
let's do this, right?
Uh-huh.
There's a situation in your house or on the supermarket, right? And you are clearly on the situation, you and him are on the situation of danger. And instead of him putting himself on the line, he does the man thing and stop the robber or something like that. He protects himself as much as a woman would. Let's go with that, right? He's not going to intervene, not get in front of the guy and all that. Would you lose respect for him? Would you lose the relationship? Like, would the relationship be in trouble if he decided not to put his life on the line for you?
Yeah, because I mean, I wouldn't expect him to. If they're shooting, yeah, I don't expect you to do that. But if it's other things where he might not die, but he has
He
to
has a
fight or
knife.
something like that,
He has
or
a
he
knife.
I mean, you could always fight off a knife. So yeah,
He
I
has
would lose
a
respect
baseball
and we would
bat.
break up.
A baseball bat.
You could fight off a baseball bat. The only thing you can't really fight off is a gun. So
The
other than that,
Titanic is sinking, and there's only one spot.
oh yeah, I mean we'd be done. We'd be done forever. Because why would you go? Women and children.
Oh, so you expecting him to give you the last seat instead
Yeah,
of taking it, right?
yeah.
So you kind of expecting men to kind of put themselves in a pickle.
Yep.
What about you? What
I'm
about
a
you?
hypocrite.
No, totally fair. We're having a conversation. What about you, Jess?
I mean, I kind of said what I said. Like, if he can protect me without putting his life on the line, I don't expect him to not do anything in those situations. If there is a home invader with a bat, a knife, yeah, I don't expect you to just sit there. But I'm probably not going to just sit there either. Not saying I'm gonna go out there with you, but you know,
Is the relationship over?
at that moment, we're trying to protect each other.
Is the relationship over?
If
Like
he just sits there and does nothing,
a burglar come in inside of the house and he jumps through the window. It's like, I'm out.
he just sits there and does nothing or runs.
No,
out of
yeah,
it.
he runs to safety like women do. Run.
No, because no, I wouldn't do that to my homegirl. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't. It's not about being a man or woman. It's just about like your character and the way you protect the people you say you love when it's time to protect them in that way. And if you'll just run off on me or just sit there and do nothing, then it's just like, oh, I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't feel safe.
What about the Titanic? Last
Hmm?
spot. Who takes it?
You said the Titanic.
Titanic is sinking. Last spot in the boat. Who's taking it?
I'm gonna try to find a way for both of us to fit first.
No. There's no way. We tried already. We asked, can somebody? Hey, can
It'll
you
probably be-
squeeze? Can
it-
you
yeah.
squeeze in there? Nope, we're full. We only have 100. We have 100 and 200 pounds, meaning only can one adult person come. Who is going to go?
Yeah, so if it's a weight thing, I would have to be the one to go because I weigh less than the man.
No. 250, 210 pounds. Let's go with that. Meaning, if it's 211, we all sink. This is we have to go. Is one grown up. Only one grown up can go. Which one gets the seat? You
I'm
or your
sure,
boyfriend slash husband?
I'm sure my man would give me the seat.
Are you expecting that?
I don't put expectations on people, but if I
Yes,
know
you
your
do. There's a
character,
that Jazz. Don't do the Miss Universe. I want peace
I
and I want world famine to end
what
and
I
the
do. What's
children
wrong
in
with
Africa.
wanting peace?
Sure, but there's the thing, right? If I told you, Jazz, there's two burning buildings. One they have 100 children, another one has 100 men, or you would say that's to save the children, right? As a like, right there will be a go save the children there. Let the men try to figure out if they can
No,
save
we're
them.
saving. If we can save both, we're gonna save
But
both.
that's the thing. That's not the option. It's like which shoe do
Well,
you put
yeah,
first? The left shoe or the right shoe? We're going to do both.
of course, naturally, grown men will be okay sacrificing their lives for children. You just said burning building with children, burning building with men.
Okay. So
So,
no,
of
no.
course, the children will be a priority,
Sure.
obviously.
So now that we got the children out of the way, let's go with woman.
Mhm,
There's 100 husbands and 100 wives.
mhm,
Two different buildings.
mhm.
Okay. The man on the building, the man on the male building already decided we are going to sacrifice for our woman. And then Jazz is the princess of the other building, and they ask, hey Jazz, do you let them die or everybody from the self and we save the girl? Like, are you letting them save the woman, or you say no, we are in 2026, equality of genders, everybody from
That's not
themselves?
equal. We're choosing. We're not equal. Will be both of us being rescued and saved.
No, that's
You're
not
making me
no.
make a decision between man versus woman, and if I choose women, then I'm against men. But if I choose men, then it's like, okay, am I anti-woman now? I am of
No,
a
no, no, you're not
stand
anti-woman.
for it. But I guess you all would want to hear, yes, all the women sacrifice themselves
No,
and save
I
all
don't
the
want to hear nothing. I'm just asking. Hey, Ali,
but,
Ali.
my question would be, if we save all the men, now are these the last men and women on earth? If we save all the
No,
men,
no, no. There's 8 billion people on the planet. You want to see something? You want to see that? 1 second, Jess. Hey, King Ali, it's cold outside. You have a jacket. There's only one jacket. You and your woman are cold. Who gets the jacket?
She gets it.
The fake Ali. Y'all walking in the street. Your woman goes on the side of the road or she goes on the side of the buildings? You're muted.
I walk on the side of the road. He walks on
Okay.
the inside.
Y'all get into a door or into a table, and
Open the
somebody
door.
has to pull the chair to open the door. Who opens the door for who?
I open the door and I pull the chair.
Okay, so see,
Man
kind of
opens the door.
kind of getting somewhere. Now, Jazz, let's write again.
you're comparing chivalry to life or death now.
Chivalry actually was
Start of
based
it.
in life or death. That's literally where it comes from.
You talking
Chivalry
about
comes from the
giving-
knights. The knights defending the dons their honor.
But that's one form of chivalry.
How is that? No, it was literally
Chivalry-
formed.
No, but you can't compare being doing a kind gesture for someone, because a woman can be chivalrous too. A woman can give a jacket too. There are different forms.
When was this?
But wait a second. So you can't say that, oh, well, if we give you your jacket when you're cold, when we open the door for you, then who do you think is going to die between man and woman? It's like, how can we compare the two when it's two totally different circumstances? If you guys want the sacrificial of the women, just say that. But
No,
I think in that situation, I think in that situation, it would be what would be best for humanity moving forward. And if that is sacrificing the men for the women, then so be it. But I don't know. That's a crazy situation. What would you do? Who would you sacrifice?
Jazz, the small things lead to big things. You can expect a man that doesn't pull chairs, doesn't open doors, does the basic levels of chivalry to actually go ahead and do the big things. It's just a gradient between things that are not important for the most part and to things that are super important. Like, for example, when Russia declared war in Ukraine, the woman left and the men stayed because their job to defend the country, right? and most people kind of understand. They don't expect different. Even in the United States, when men turn 18, they have to go and they have to register just in case, so they can gain the rights to vote and all the things that is grown up. But the woman doesn't have to, and she doesn't lose no rights. So
Okay.
there's certain
Okay,
gender
well,
roles.
if we're going based off of the standard of how society is, yeah, they will save the women and sacrifice the men.
So now that we have Princess Jazz, the diva empress of the planet, right?
Okay. Now we're changing
Is
the dynamics now.
no, we're not. We're
If
not.
I'm the queen
No, we're not. We're
princess,
giving your. You're
I'm
giving
saving everybody.
is your decision because you have a king.
My
right?
decision is we save everybody.
No, but we can't.
If I'm the queen, empress, princess, whoever you said,
Mhm.
then why can't I save everybody?
Because you are not a Power Ranger. Somebody has to die.
Then then what's the point of having
You are
a
not a
fight?
Sailor Moon. You are not a like.
But if it's up to my decision, if it's up to
Yeah,
why
but you
do
don't have
if I'm the
superpowers. I didn't
princess
say that.
empress,
I didn't
why
say
can't
that
I
you were
choose
Sailor
her?
Moon. I said you are just a princess. You have the power to declare that woman and children first, man first, right?
I would say if it's best for humanity to save the women and children, like how society kind of sets that standard right now, I guess I would have no choice but to choose the women.
No. Oh, so you choose based on society?
Well, I tried to tell you, if I'm the empress princess, then I'm making this decision. I'm not choosing based off of society. I'm saving everyone. But you're telling me, oh, no, you can't save anybody now. You got to do it this way. Okay, well, if I have to choose, even though you're saying I have this power, if I don't have that power and I have to be forced to choose, I'm going to do what's best for society and humanity. And if that means sacrificing the men for the women, then that will be it. But if I, the princess empress, had full control, I'm saving everybody.
Okay, we're going to go back to you in a few.
Okay.
Thank you. What about you, Ghosty? Who is the one to be saved? You or your boyfriend / husband on a robbery situation? Are you expecting him to put his life on the line for you? And on a Titanic, if it's the last seat, are you expecting him to give you the last seat and just wash you, drift away while he sinks to the depths of the ocean?
So I wouldn't expect anyone to give their life for me, but if I'm in a serious, committed, like long-term relationship, I expect reasonable protection. But it doesn't have to be like, I wouldn't expect like a boyfriend or a husband to literally sacrifice his life for me, but like to fend off somebody to protect me reasonably, I think that's fair. As for the Titanic situation, and I've said this before and you guys said you didn't believe me, so I said if I'm like truly fucking dead in love with somebody, I don't think I could leave them on the boat unless I had children that I needed to go with, and that would probably be the only situation I could leave him.
So you'll die with them?
Yeah, I've thought about this for a while, because Titanic was like one of the first movies I've ever seen, and like, you know, Jack was I would do what Rose did. I would stay with Jack. Like, I just like, that's how, I don't know, how I love people.
Jack was a side dude that she met 7 days ago.
Sure. So in a more serious situation where it would be like my husband, like my life partner, somebody who I like love, I would I feel like I would stay with him. Unless
Why not? You don't have to stay, just let him go. There's one, the door fits one. He doesn't have to die with you like Romeo and Juliet. Like you can literally bounce. Hey, bro, I love you.
I guess
Bye.
I haven't thought about that, because in the Titanic. It
Wait,
was,
you haven't thought about that on yesterday was Valentine's Day.
Well, because you're right. Because this is always proposed as women and children, where like the men weren't even allowed to get on the boat. So if he. Honestly, like, if I'm willing to stay behind with him, and he's just like, okay, well, fuck you, I'm gonna go then I'd be like, oh no, we're fighting for the seat.
You do that for me. He daps you up and says, hey, man, see you in heaven.
then we're fighting for the seat at that point.
Wait. Whoa.
If he's like, fuck you, you know what? You're staying behind.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Hey, Ghosty, you know those memes where they singing the Titanic song with the flutes? The
Yeah.
That's actually how you sound right now, because you went from the romantic gesture, I will sacrifice and I will die. If you would give your life for that man, why not let him go?
Well, I'm staying
And give
with
your life for
him.
that man. Like, why do you like? This is what
If
happens,
he's gonna
right?
throw me under the bus, it's like
No, Ghosty. This is what happens. I'm giving my life, like I'm dying so you can live. This is the sacrifice. I'm dying so you can live. If you just dying because I'm dying, like why we both die? Like this, like I said, I'm saying it's supposed supposed to give my life essence for you to live. Like we were having this conversation yesterday about the Valentine's Day being for women, right? Because men don't have kind of no expectations on Valentine's. If a woman pulls up on lingerie and a pizza and says we're going to stay right here and watch the show, a Crystal, a ranch costs $50. Okay, I don't like people that come and go as they please, take like 3 months off, and then come back and ask for a ranch. Okay, I got your email. I appreciate you for being a day one, but for you to be a day 743, you have to be day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, all that. So if y'all want ranches and you don't have them, I appreciate y'all. $50 on the Cash App. Thank you very much. Going back to the show. Like, women don't a lot of times even consider the man. Because the most practical thing for the man would be lingerie. You order the food, put some drinks on the table, we put the kids to sleep early, or we send it to the nanny, and we have a us day. It's not the roses, it's not the chocolate, it's not the outside extravaganza that you do.
Wait, are you
the
saying women
Instagram-
don't get dressed up and do like sexy stuff specifically on Valentine's Day?
No.
for their man?
I'm saying that the Valentine's plan is around the woman, not the man.
Yeah, but women.
Because if
I
it
mean,
was-
growing up,
because
this
if it
was
was-
always
if-
like implanted in my brain. Like, oh, it's Valentine's Day. I should do something sexy for my boyfriend.
No,
that was
but
like
there's- no,
as a
no.
teenager, that was like implanted.
Yeah,
in my
but that's
head.
the thing,
I'm gonna
right?
have to agree. I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
agree.
but that's the thing. What did you have the Valentine's Day yesterday, Ghosty?
Yeah.
You went outside?
No, we ordered food and stayed, watched a movie.
What about you, Jess?
Yeah, we stepped out a little bit.
Yes. Did you rest well? Did you guys eat well? Did you guys had like some?
Yeah, we dressed well, we ate well. The first event I actually chose for both of us, and then he found the second spot that we went to, and that was it. We were tired by like
Do you
midnight.
think you would be happy if you just pulled up in lingerie and a pizza and some beers and y'all just having fun at home and that will be like make his day? Do you think they will be okay with that?
Yeah, we do that all the time.
Sure. So the expectations a lot of time, people say the women are the romantics, but who does the romantic gesture usually is the man. The man write the poems, the man write the songs, the man will die for you, the man will sacrifice, they will slay the dragon, all these things. Like usually the romantic gesture goes from the man to the woman, even though we keep saying that the women are the most romantic. So I think that the most romantic thing that a man can do is give his life for his woman. It's the most romantic thing, right? But on the other side, what will be the most romantic thing that a woman could do for a man?
You tell us.
No. I already told the part of the man. I think the fake Ali and real Ali agree.
I don't know. As a woman, I don't think I could answer that.
But y'all are the romantics.
think
You
it's
should have
like
known. You
just-
should. Oh, you know, one second. Ali just wrote a whole album and shit.
Yeah,
Good
it's so
man,
sweet,
a good
Ali.
man, a good man.
So nice.
Right? So we don't need instructions from women to do romantic things. I think King Ali probably doesn't, like, he knows what he needs to do.
And I personally don't think dying for me is romantic, but that's me though. As a woman, like I wouldn't think he died for me. That's so romantic. No, I would be.
There's not romantic. Whoa, what?
I would rather you live for me. That you know. What I'm saying?
No.
I think to men, y'all think that's like y'all biggest way of showing honor to your woman. Is
You are not thinking things through. If leaving for you is, you got it, baby. I'll jump on that out that window and you fend the burglars. If you think that's romantic, right? I'll leave for you and I will abandon the situation while you have to fend the people that are invading our house. I'm leaving for you for your sacrifice. Most women don't think that's romantic. Matter of fact, if we change the end of the Titanic, right? And Leonardo DiCaprio was the one surviving while the woman will sunk to the depths of the ocean and froze. That movie will go from a romantic movie to a terror movie. That's now a sinners movie.
Do you know how many women were outraged that Rose didn't try harder to have Jack stay on that damn plank, on that damn door? How many people women specifically were outraged?
No.
And that's what I said. I'm gonna figure it out for both of us.
Yes.
No, because this is a zero-sum game. For one to win, the other has to lose. And when men lose for a woman to win, people call it romance, right? When men lose for a woman to win, women call it romance. Oh my God, he gave his life for. But when a woman loses for a man to win, it's called terror, drama, every category other than romantic, because women don't see them giving their life for their man.
But again, you're skipping over the whole part of the movie where she's jumped off back onto the boat to save Jack's life. She literally went into the sinking boat through the freezing waters to use the axe to free him and then stay on the sinking ship with him. You're skipping that whole romantic part done by the woman.
No, in the water. I'm not skipping the part where you said we'll both die, and then when I gave you the option to let him leave so you die, you said, nah, we both dying. Like, for you is this. Either the woman, you prefer both of y'all to die. That's what you said.
But we love each other that bad. We're going to try to save each other.
Stay together. No. Like, it's about not leaving someone behind.
Right. And that's why she got off that boat and got back on the sinking ship.
Yeah.
Man.
Who'll be with Jack? She's like, it's all or nothing. She was trying to either live or die with him.
Yes.
Let me ask something to King Ali, and then I get the fellas too. Hey, King Ali, did you saw the Man of Steel?
No.
Superman.
I haven't seen it.
Have you saw the Man of Steel, Ali? Superman.
One of my favorite movies in the world.
So, do you remember that scene where the train is going and the train is going to blow up and the dad is over the train? But he doesn't want Clark Kent to reveal to the world that he's Superman. So when Clark Kent is about to go and show these powers in front of everybody, he just wave him off and says, "Don't do it, son."
Mm-hmm.
And he dies.
The tornado. You don't know it was a tornado.
Yeah, it's a tornado. Yes.
Tornado. That was, man.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Have you guys watched Man on Fire?
Love another one of my favorite movies.
Man on Fire. You never watched Man on Fire, Jess?
Yeah, I think it's a true story too.
When Denzel Washington is getting Lupita, like from a exchange, like they have an exchange between a blonde little girl and Denzel Washington is walking the other side of the bridge, so he has to actually.
He was like the security.
Yes, he was his alcoholic
bodyguard.
security.
He was a bodyguard. He was a bodyguard.
It was a bodyguard.
You love that. Yeah, you love, right? So that's for a man.
Yes.
For a man, that's honor in sacrifice. Even if he's not romantic, there's honor in sacrifice. People cry. People he puts their emotions. Leon the Professional is another movie that the man sacrifices his life for a young little girl, and then at the end of the movie she grabs the plant that he has and she planted on the, like, it's a cycle of life, right? The cycle of life usually is man, woman, kid, their kid when they grow up, something like that. It's never usually the opposite, right? So when we're talking about sacrifice, I want y'all to put the man in a position where if he doesn't do it, he doesn't lose you. I believe that most of the people that would hear a story, if Deb heard the story, oh my God, my friend They tried to rob him, and the guy said, "I will live for you, baby." And he ran to the sunset, and the movie ends. Everybody will be disappointed to the dude. Everybody will say like, "Damn, bro, you leaving while she's going to die? Do something." But if the woman run away and the man fend off everybody will think, "Oh, there's a real man. He gave his essence and his life." So now let's do it in real terms, okay? And I'll ask Ali and the fake Ali, okay? Before we go back to the ladies, because the ladies, I see a little bit of a conflict over here. Are y'all expecting to die? Are y'all expecting to die for your woman? And if it's a Titanic situation, who sinks?
So it's two situations where you're about to die. There's certain death, and then there's perceived death. So in an episode of perceived death, yes, I'll put myself in the line for her because I'm more likely to survive just scientifically. I have greater bone density. I have greater muscle density. I'm just more likely to survive. This is why the guy walks on the side of the road while the woman walks. It's not because if the car comes, I'll die. No, it's because I'm less likely to die if that happened. That's it. Now, if it was certain death, no. As a human being, my greatest proclivity to life is preservation of life, preservation of self. Every single human, your number one priority is to live the next day. That's it. That trumps everything. So if it comes to me getting hurt and her being able to walk away, yes. But if it comes to you press a button and either she die or I die, she got to go. I mean, that's just what it is. That's science at that point.
Okay, so let me play this video for you real quick, okay? Ladies, before we go to the fake Ali, what do you thought about this, Deb? As a button, King Ali and his woman, and he has to press one button. Do I die or does she die? And then he kind of fake cries and he says, "You have to go." Y'all killing me with this. What are your thoughts about this, Deb? Are you okay with? Now, when I say you're okay, you're probably okay because doesn't involve you. But if it was somebody that was very dear and close to you, if they did that to you, how would you feel about that?
Do what you gotta do, boo. Think of yourself, because if it was the shoe was on the other foot, I would think of myself.
So you press a button to get rid of Ali, the real one. So, and by the way, imagine that the button was a fake button.
Ooh.
Would you talk with him again? Would you guys be okay? Would you guys maintain a relationship, or it will be over?
I wouldn't hold it against her.
Yeah, same. I'd probably be like, I mean, I would have done the same thing. I feel you.
So yeah, no. One second.
He's gonna choose himself too, though, Fatty.
No. Hey, remember, this is a jigsaw game. We have one button. I give you the voice. We have only one person can survive. And then when you actually go through it, it's like this is a no. Is everything is okay? I know y'all click on the button too, but no, y'all are good. This was just a TV show. You can go back home. After that drive home, that is going to be very silent, right? What happens when you get home? Do you guys stay together or is over?
I think we would stay together. I mean, why not? Again, if
Deb,
we both...
Deb, look at us. Don't look to the sides because you're looking to this. No. Do you think you have it in your heart to stay with the man that pressed that button?
Yeah.
Hey, Ali, do you believe her?
No. People capping. A few people capping on here. So I'm gonna say this.
Ali, 1 second before you go, Ali. Before I know you're waiting for a second.
Oh, they capping. They
no,
capping bad.
Yes. Because when I say Ali,
Deb
it's the
and
real
Jazz.
Ali, not the fake Ali.
And Ghosty too.
Okay. So Deb is going to stay. So Jazz, do you have a problem with what King Ali said?
No, I actually agree with him. I said the same thing he said, just in a different way. I said, if there's a situation where he can protect me without putting his life on the line, yes, please go ahead and do that. But if you are if it's a matter of you dying for me, I don't expect you to do that. I
So
do expect you to. I expect humans
oh,
to always choose themselves.
love it. Jazz, would you press the button to get King Ali out of here?
Would I press it if it was between me and him?
There's a button in front of
Bye-bye,
y'all.
mother-
I'ma
There's
say
a
a
red
prayer.
button.
Don't
I'm gonna
do
say
it,
a
Jazz.
prayer for that man. God bless. I'm gonna make sure his family has his ashes. I'm gonna make sure his name lives on. But
So
if
he has
it's
to go.
between me and him, baby,
He
So
has
she,
to
she
go.
gonna
then.
she gonna write his family a letter. Hey, he was a
God
nice guy.
bless. God
He was
bless.
a nice guy.
King Ali going to heaven, looking down like.
Like, he be like, I think he'll be in heaven like, yeah, if it was me, you know what I mean? I mean,
So you press the button.
it's such an interesting situation because you really don't know what you would do in that situation.
Oh no, I definitely know what I would do.
But I think the natural instinct is to save yourself.
No, I definitely know what to do.
Yeah, I'm saving myself.
Okay, so saving. Is there any person on this planet that you're saving other than you? Right now, in 2026.
My nephews, or my
Okay.
niece.
Okay. So what about you, Ghosty? What happens?
I personally think I would have a hard time living with myself doing that to somebody I love. Like, and this goes for like my best friends. If it's like a family member that's significantly older than me, then I'm gonna choose myself. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, you're like 60, you know, I'll probably choose myself.
Damn, Cece, can you put it on 75 so it can be less controversial? That's crazy.
But like, yeah, I don't know. I would have a hard. It's like Jazz said. Like, it's hard. You don't know what you would actually do in that situation, I think. But I've like off the rip, and I understand what everybody is saying. Like, you want to choose yourself. It's just like, I don't know if I could live with that. Like, on my conscience.
I like this panel. I like this little shorty panel. I like this panel. Cause I like no, it's not that line, right? You actually, I believe you that you would be pressed to live with yourself, knowing that you kind of click on the button that, like, is the survival guilt thing, right?
Mm-hmm. And I think that's a great perspective too. After you press that button, now you have to live with that decision. So it's like, yeah, your instinct is to, yeah, I gotta save myself if it's between me and him or whatever. But it's like, this is a person that I love. This is a person that I would want to save if I could. So that
You don't have to live with the decision if you die.
Well, yeah.
Have you thought about it? You don't have to live with. You don't have to have survival guilt. You just die. You just say, you know what? I'm out. Peace. I'll see your story through the TV. Right? Like you can definitely, like, if you feel so guilty, just go about your business.
And that's why I said, like, you never know in that moment. If it's between me and my man in that moment, it's gonna be like, oh, it's like it's so hard. You never really know. And because of those things, you might choose that other person. You just never know. You never know.
It's just funny. It's not and I Chris, thank you very much for pulling up. It's not that like if Jazz was Mufasa on Lion King, that movie will have like 13 minutes. Motherfucker will be stoned by the buffaloes. Just say, oh, it is what it is. Hey, Simba, and I told you not to go. Actually, matter of fact, Jazz will save it because she saved her nephews and nieces. She will save Simba too. She will give her life for her cub, right? Ghosty, is that relationship over? If King Ali presses the button and it's a fake button and both of y'all leave, he presses the button for you to die, but it's a fake button. Both of y'all riding home. Does it keep the relationship or it has to be dissolved?
If this is like a traumatic, like, hostage situation where some evil person put us in this situation, I don't think I'd be able to, like, blame them for that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at that point, it's survival mode, and yeah, it's like if he himself put us in that situation, then yeah, fuck yeah. Like, why the fuck would you do that? But if some evil person did this and put us in that situation, like, why am I gonna blame him for that?
Because you click on your button instead of his.
But it's survival.
it's a hard situation for anybody.
No,
like
no,
to be in.
it's not a hard situation. They asked you who
Oh.
has to go. Who has to go?
Super simple.
And he said it was your turn.
It's my turn. It is. You told me it was my turn.
You can talk all that you want to, yell and scream. You
okay,
lost.
it is my
You
turn.
lost the game.
It's my turn.
What they want us to say is that, of course, we will die for our men. Of course, we will.
No. I don't want. No,
Of course, we
Jazz.
will end our own lives for the lives of men.
No,
That's the
Jazz.
right answer.
This is you, and the voices in your brain talking with each
No,
other, right?
I
There's
think
nobody that says that. Hey, Ali, the fake Ali be quiet for 50 minutes. I haven't given my opinion either, and King Ali kind of gave a not wishy-washy, but like a nuanced opinion. If there's a situation of danger immediate, I'll put my life on the line. But if it's a button, they have to go, right?
And I agree with that part. Like when he said if it's certain death versus perceived right. Like because it really does just come down to physical ability. That's why men are known to be the sacrifices, like an honorable sacrifice for people who are less for people who are weaker than them, more vulnerable, right?
But y'all are strong and independent now, so that changed. Let me get crazier, and then we go to the fake Ali. The great fake Ali is being very patient. I'm very curious to see what he has to say. Chris.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. Two
Thank
things.
you.
Okay.
Hello.
Three things actually.
Okay.
If you are in a relationship and you are married, are you expecting your husband, if there's a situation of danger, to put his life on the line for you to protect you and yourself?
Am I expecting him to?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Would you leave him if he didn't do that? Meaning, if burglars came in the house and instead of him doing the job, he jumped off the window and just bounced. Would not leave, but would there be consequences?
Yeah, there'll be consequences. Yeah.
Perfect. So Titanic is singing. One spot on the door, last spot on the door. Who gets the spot? You or the husband?
I would take his place, but he wouldn't let me.
So you would try, but he would say no.
He would tell me no.
He would push.
For sure. I would definitely try, but he would tell me no.
Last question.
Yeah.
There's a button.
Yes.
Either is you or your husband. Who button you press to just go meet the maker? Do you
Me.
press your button or his button?
I'll press my button. He would be mad at me, but I would definitely press my button.
Do you think he'll do the same for you?
Yes.
Would you resent him, or would that relationship be over if it was all fake and he pressed your button?
If he pressed my button.
Yes, if you press your button for you to get out of here, for him to survive, and we said, psych, oh, he's candy camera, he's fake. And
Meaning that he didn't go anywhere. If he had pressed my button, that would cause me some pause, I would say, for sure, because I know that he would do something different. But if he didn't, if he chose me to go, I would have some pause. Honestly speaking, yes.
Would be a massive disappointment?
Would it be a massive disappointment? I would be disappointed, but if it was fake and we had an opportunity to talk, I would need to have understanding as to the reason why he did that versus what is demonstrated to me and what is told to me on a daily basis.
Okay. King Ali, the real Ali. Do you want to say anything before I pass to the fake one?
I heard what she said when she was saying that it would cause some pause. But I just want to say choosing your own life and wanting to live is no different than a man walking through a food court and taking a free sample from a Chinese place. He's hungry, he eats.
What do you mean when you say that, choosing your own life? Meaning me choosing my own life?
Yeah, like you said, it would cause some pause.
It will cause me some pause, but I said I would lay down my
Right.
life. I never said I wouldn't lay down my life, but I said because of the demonstration of what is shown to me in my home by him, if he did that, it will cause me some pause, meaning that I would need further understanding as to why he did something different than what he demonstrated. Does that make sense?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. The only reason he did what he did was because he just chose his own life. And I think that's a natural thing for humans to do.
Well, you know,
I don't think.
I believe that people do things for certain reasons. I don't necessarily think it is a full natural thing. I think that everything that somebody does, there's a reason behind why they do it. I don't believe that people just do things and it's just like, oh, I just chose to do that today. There's a reason.
Just like if someone ate food, it's most likely because they're hungry. You can't put a
that's the reason. What I just said, right?
Like if someone chooses their own life, it's because they wanted to live.
There's a right. But what I'm saying was, because I'm providing context for you. What I'm saying is that if somebody demonstrates something to you, and you know this to be true about them every day of their life, this is what they've shown you, this is the character that they've demonstrated to you, and then when it comes time to follow through on what they've said and what they've demonstrated to you, and they do otherwise, then that will cause some pause. That means that I would want some understanding as to why you did something opposite of what you said and what you demonstrated. That's what I'm saying. So I understand your point, but what I'm saying is there's a reason, like you stated, you proved my point. There's a reason for everything that we do. That's all I'm saying. Sure. But I do understand your point.
For sure.
Here we go. Thank you for your patience, sir.
Cha-ching!
Keep supporting the show, friends. The cash apps are empty, and we need members on both sides, so please support the show. I would appreciate it. I like this group. I didn't remember how it was to actually have shows with like 10 people, probably too much. I like this group. Thank you very much for being here, friends. Mr. Ilkan Ali, you've been observing for an hour. The eye of the tiger. Tell us what you saw, and then I have a question for you too. Do you want to answer the question first, or you think you
I answer the question first? I'll get the question out first.
Okay, Mr. Ali, would you be willing to die for your woman?
Absolutely. That's without hesitation. Definitely. Absolutely.
If the Titanic is sinking, who gets the last spot?
She gonna get the last spot. She gonna get the last spot.
If there's a button to be pushed, are you pushing your button or her button?
I gotta go. But I want to say one thing.
Uh-oh.
If we had a fight on that day or before.
What more do you want from me?
Oh, conditions change.
Oh my God.
God rest her soul.
Ali said you better watch your mouth.
God
you better watch your mouth on that cruise.
Baby, I see you on the other side. What? I see you on the other side.
Ali said you better watch your mouth on that cruise.
I'm joking.
Nah, he dead ass.
I'm joking. No. I'm gonna say this though, honestly. Most women now, it's a wrap. If this is a Titanic in 2026 with the condition or the product of the women we have and how women are maneuvering today, we gonna have to fight for that last raft. Like for the women, we fight for that last spot. This ain't the same thing. My lady and I'm fighting for another spot for my kids and my lady too. I ain't even down for these kids either, because these kids jacked up as well too. And if it's for me and them kids, it's Ali. Unless it's my kids, I'm gonna fight for the survival of my babies. But other kids, they might be gone as well too. This is not 1935. We don't have the same kids. We don't have the same women. We don't have the same men as well too. We fighting to the death for all those spots. But in 1955, I right away. I know that's a traditional woman. And I gotta get my life up. I know them some good kids right there. I'm about to get my life up. But the kids and women today, hell no. Y'all don't even want us to talk to other women or look in another woman direction. So now you want me to die for another woman? Heck no. You don't even want me to take care of somebody else's kids. So why should I die for them when I can take care of my own kids and I can take care of my woman? But I die for them. Of course, man. That ain't no hesitation. If right now, especially if they living for you, if your woman wasn't living for you though, I'd expect you to let her go. But if she's actually trying to live for you, she's trying to be a good woman, I give about 70%. 70% of how she living for you, I'll die for you. But anything lower than that, I'll see you on the other side.
Damn.
I sure would.
But
I didn't get to call out the cap. The funny thing about our society that whatever the women decide, they're gonna be a hero. You're gonna be right, whatever you choose. If you blow me up, we know you didn't want to blow them up. You know you love them, baby, but you did the right thing. If you blow yourself up, you definitely a hero. Oh my God, she killed herself for him. But us, if we make the decision to blow you up, not only will we be shamed by society, there's going to be people possibly going to try to take our life for taking your life. So I think y'all being capped when y'all saying y'all would, if it's life and death between the two of us, society would drastically shame the brothers for life if we decide to take your life over our life, where they will support you no matter what you do. If you like, you can't see the support because you're gone if you take your life. But if you take our life, there's going to be endless support. You're going to have a GoFundMe account. You probably be a millionaire the next day because you took my life, because you're gonna need, you're gonna need a lot of support. But yeah, people they're gonna be there for y'all for taking our life. Where if we take your life, it's gonna be hard for us to come outside without people ridiculing us and shaming us for life.
That's actually what happened on what happened on the Titanic. The male survivors of Titanic got in like massive shame. There was a bunch of men taking their lives and all that because there was a bunch of pressure. Like, why did you survive? There was women and children on that ship, right? I will do it just because I'm an idiot. That's how I was raised. I'm trying to get rid of this part of me, but even if I am outside and there's a situation of danger, there's no place in me where I don't feel responsible for the person that is with me. And that person might be nothing to me, but she's with me. I have a certain responsibility to actually make sure that this person goes home, right? Y'all don't deserve that shit. And when I say y'all don't deserve it, y'all will get a man on that bed on the 4th month. It's not like before, like this woman will become widows forever and all that. Most of y'all are pushing for Vanessa Bryant and what's the last time that I checked, London something? What is the lady that was
Lauren London.
Lauren London. Most of women, they can, go get a man. You are not going to die lonely, right? And these men, once again, they didn't die for their woman, but if that was a chance, like, women would just move on quickly. That's why men shouldn't fight over women. They shouldn't try to send men to the hospital or to a burial site. That woman is going to replace you in 2 weeks. She's going to cry on somebody's shoulder, and that shoulder to cry on will become a dick to sit on. There's a reality. So I will do it on principle, not because of the woman, because of me, right? But on a Titanic situation, I think we have to fight for a spot. I would press that button faster to save you than give you the seat on the Titanic.
Why?
For whatever, I don't know. And the thing is, I don't think I value my life enough. Right? Like, my parents are like 70-ish. They're on their way out. And if I had to give him 3 years to get my 30, probably, hey man, you got it. Go ahead. Right? So I might not value my life enough. But the thing is, for a woman of today, unfortunately, you giving your life away is like Super Mario and Princess Peach. You guys saw the movie? He did all that just to be on the friend zone by the end of the movie. She didn't even look at him as a romantic partner.
It's a movie.
We know, Jazz.
Okay.
Wait, are you saying that if a man saves a woman's life, he should expect her to have romantic feelings towards him?
Absolutely. Is that no, it's not that. Is it worthy? Right? And if you actually look at all the movies, the man is the simp that gives everything for the woman so he can save the damsel in distress. At the end, they be together because she feels so impressed that the guy that did everything for her that she falls in love with him, right? In real life, this is not what we see. We see men doing everything and anything to get the woman that they want, and then the woman goes ahead and gives the best part of her to somebody that never cared about them. Did you guys saw the NFL kid that got drafted that has that white lady that was leaving him outside on the car to go party and all that? Like, now it is a Travis Hunter, right? Now that man pulled up with a tattoo over in the chest. But if you ask where is the tattoo of him in her body, you're not going to find it.
So
right?
doesn't that kind of sound like the men are doing it kind of for themselves then?
The men are doing because the men are raised to be suckers.
Because they want something from
No,
the
because
woman.
they was raised to be suckers, and the women are raised to be selfish. The men are being raised to do what's right for society, what's right for your woman, what's right for your kids, what's right for your parents, and the women are raised to do what's right for them. So when both of them meet, the woman is conditioned to self-preservation and to do what's right for her, while the man is conditioned to go and lead his life, be on the cold, not eating, not sleeping for her. This is why, for example, and this is a sacrifice that you see every day, men getting 16-hour shifts so the woman only can work 8. In a perfect world, I work 12 and you work 12, right? And we get home both tired, we sleep 6 hours, we do our thing and we go. A lot of men will rather literally just work and sleep and lose everything in their life, sacrifice their body, their soul, than let the woman have to carry the same burden as them. So it's conditioning a lot of time, right? You might deserve it, but most of y'all don't. Because if I lose my job, you're gone. So I will say this, right? And this is my follow-up question to this, because I actually like the answer that y'all gave. Why should I give my life for a woman that if I lost my job, she probably will leave me? Why should I do the ultimate sacrifice for a woman that on the balance of probabilities, if I lost my job and I stayed unemployed for a significant amount of time, she will literally just go ahead and leave me for somebody that actually can provide for her? Like, why should I do that? And that's what I do, because I'm a sucker. I already said I'm a sucker. You can use it against me. Why would I do that? Go ahead, Chris.
You know what? I mean, my personal thoughts on it. If you know a person is not going to do you right, it would be challenging to do that. But what I will say, you asked why should you do it? Well, you stated that you are a particular type of person. So regardless of what somebody else does, it shouldn't change your character. You should be who you are regardless of what somebody else does to you, even though that's hard. But that would be the reason why you would do it, because you are a certain way, you operate a certain way, and somebody else doing whatever they're doing shouldn't change your character.
But isn't that dumb?
It could be dumb, but at least you stand on business. You have
but
something that you
there's
stand
no
for.
business to be standing if I don't have legs. If
Well,
I'm on that wheelchair,
that
if I
is
can
true.
walk, there's no lens to be standing. Like, I get the principle, right?
Right.
But this is actually something that I changed on the last 3 years.
Mhm.
I will mirror energy. Like, I can't do I will do it because it's how I was raised. I was raised as a sheep around wolves, and I'll stand on principle and walk around them as a sheep. No. If you become a wolf, I will go up. If you are a sheep, I will go down. I will mirror energy. You take care of me, I take care of you. You give me attention, I give you attention. I will not be on a situation ever again where I will stand on principle around people that have no principles whatsoever. I think that, in my opinion, is like that. Actually, we're making a tremendous disservice, for example, to our kids when we say stand on principle and be honest and righteous and all these things in a place full of demons. You are literally sending them to a burning building because they are not going to develop the tools. It's like sending what is the saying? Sending people with a knife for a gunfight.
To a gunfight.
Right? It's honorable. Yeah, let's fist fight. But everybody has guns. You know what's going to happen. Right? So I get what you're saying, standing on principle, but at this point, there's no principles to be at. The survivor of the fittest. And if I can survive better than you because I was blessed to be bigger than you or stronger than you or something like that, why shouldn't you be the first person to go? Right? In a Walking Dead scenario, why shouldn't I trip you? I don't have to be the fastest. I just don't have to be the slowest. So if I trip you, you lost. Right?
Well, I was speaking to what you stated. So
Sure,
the question that you stated was this. You said you were a certain type of person. And so you asked me, why should you do a certain thing? So I just related it back to what you said.
No, and that
You
was
are
a good
that type of person.
And that was a
That's
good
why you
answer.
do it.
Yes, and that
No,
was a
it
good
can't.
answer.
No, it can't be a good answer. No.
Yes, he is.
No.
Yes, he is.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
Hey, Chris, think about what you just told him, and you conflated that to good character. Obviously, if he loved this woman, he cared about this woman, he would die for a woman who would live for him. That's a sign of a good character. But dying for a woman, dying for a woman who's not doing those things for you, that would not be a sign of bad
I
character if you didn't
disagree,
die for
Ali,
her.
because listen,
No, so
again,
hold on, I didn't finish.
sorry. Oh,
So
sorry.
so
Let me
so
let
if
you
I put my hands on you, if I mistreat you and I don't do right by you, is it a sign of good character for you to continue to love me and stay loyal to me permanently?
I can love you and be loyal, but I would have to leave because I can't risk my life.
So then
for
you don't have
you
good
doing
character.
the wrong thing. You said
So you
no,
have
no. I have good character because my love for you is not leaving. My loyalty is not leaving. I'm just not going to stay for you to kill me. That's
No, but then why should he no, if you leaving a person who won't kill you, why should he die for a person that doesn't live for him? How's that a sign of
again back to what he stated. I'm only going off of what he stated. He asked me a question. He talked about his standards and how he operates. So he wanted to know why should he do that for somebody, and I went back to what he stated about himself. That is the reason he should do it. That is the reason.
No, it'd be Chris. It would be if you're saying you still have good character, it would make a contradiction if he would die for a woman who wouldn't live for him.
No, it
be a
wouldn't because he
so
standing
okay,
on
no,
what he said.
it wouldn't be a contradiction if you remain with this man and you remain permanently loyal to him and never leave him. If this person is beating you, if this person's cheating, if this person's not doing right by you, but you have good character, you're loyal and you stand by your man and you stand by him for life, then that would be consistent with what you just told Fatty. But if he's dying for this woman who wouldn't do the same thing for him or doesn't live for him, that wouldn't mean he has bad character.
I think with the scenarios, they're a bit different. Like, for instance, this is a situation of giving your life for somebody. You two are walking one and the same, meaning that you're not harming each other. So there's zombies all around. So it's like you're sacrificing yourself. In the situation that you presented to me, it was, I'm with a partner, or excuse me, not a partner. I'm learning to get off that word. I'm with my spouse or my husband, my boyfriend, my man, and he's actually the one causing harm to me. So that is not a question of my character. That is me using wisdom, still loving the person, still willing to be loyal, but having sense enough to know you have to leave because he's going to kill you. The other situation was y'all two together.
No, he should have left.
Surrounded by zombies.
No, either he should have. No, if he didn't leave and he still remained, then he shouldn't give up his life for this person who wasn't living for him. If the least he can, it would actually show kind of an honorable man if the way you're presenting it. If the person was staying with the person while this person wouldn't even live for you or care about you, but you're still there for them, the last straw should be, hey, I'm not going to die for this person if presented with a circumstance that could take one of our lives. I'm not going to die for them. Why does he shouldn't? It's not fair to say he has bad character if he's been holding this woman down.
I never said he had bad character.
No, you said,
I'm gonna.
I know, no. But hold on, ma'am, Chris. If you say if it shouldn't change your character, if he doesn't die for a woman that wouldn't live for him, that's not a sign of him not having character. It will go, hey, and in sense, I'm not dying for this woman who wouldn't even live for me. I'm going to find the woman who would live for me and die for that woman. So if that situation presented itself, he wouldn't lose character. It wouldn't be a sign of bad character for him not Would he have bad character for not dying for somebody who?
And I never said.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna ask you the second character. No, then yes, Chris, if you said it's a sign of your character, you shouldn't change who you are for a person. That's what you said.
Yeah.
He didn't change who he was. He just won't die for them.
Well, if he said, because this is what Fatty said. He said I can't remember the exact term that he said, but he said he would lay down his life because that's just how he was brought up. That's how he was raised. He would do that. So that is an example of his character. So again, speaking to the question that he presented to me, he wanted to know why should he do it. I said because the character that he presented out of his mouth, he should still do what he said he was going to do. That would be the answer to the why. I didn't say that he would lose character by not doing it, but if he did not do what he said in regard to his character, that would be a contradiction.
So he wouldn't. So would he have character if he didn't die?
Would he have character
if he let her die?
No, he would still have his character. But what he did was he switched up the standard that he said for himself.
Is the principle. I would not be a principled man because I changed my principles for survival.
It means that you changed, meaning you had a condition as to why
if
you would operate a certain way.
The reason why you wouldn't die for the person is because the woman changed, right? Fatty?
Yes. So what I'm saying is that I am evolving into becoming that person, like become water, right?
Oh, you're saying you're okay.
Yeah, he would die for the person who.
What I'm saying is that if What is frozen, I'll froze. If water evaporates, I'll evaporate. Like you are going to mirror wherever the circumstances are. But me myself, I would, like I said, if push comes to shove, I will probably jump in because I think it's my responsibility, and this is how I was raised. I
Right.
think what Chris is saying is that if I negate what my principle was, I'm not more of a principle man because I changed my principles.
Yes.
It doesn't mean that I'm a bad person. It just
Right.
means that I'm not a principle person because
Yes.
it's like a woman saying I will love you forever and I believe in vows, and then in the middle of the marriage, for whatever reason, says, "Oh, I don't believe in vows anymore. I want to leave."
So then that means
She
so,
does.
so
I
no
don't
no
think
so
she becomes. What?
no, so then she would have to have no principles either.
Yes, she's not a principal woman.
You're
If
not
a
a principal woman, Chris.
if a
That's all.
woman says,
That's why we
"I
have
don't
this
believe in
conversation.
divorce," and
Yes.
there's not a situation of danger or something that is bad for her, and she changes her mind, she is not a principal woman because she went back on her words. That's what the kind of I think Chris was saying.
Yes.
If I have this principle, and then I said, "Nah, fuck it, I'm not going to do it." Like for example, let me give you an example. Right, I proud myself of tagging people every time I can, even the people that I fall out with, right? Because I think is a principle as a professional, even if I don't like you, it's my job to go ahead and to tag you because it's a principle. If one day I get mad at Chris or at Deb and I don't tag them now because I'm mad at them, I became a person that doesn't have a principle because I change it based on if I like you or not. So I think it doesn't make me a bad person.
No.
It just make a person that betrayed the principle that I proposed to myself.
Yes.
So I think that's fair. I just think if I lived like most women, this would never be even a conversation. I would be surviving. Survive. I will be surviving. Because women usually are survivalists. Women don't think about, they might do it for their kids, for their men, and this is my opinion, the biggest cap of this conversation. Y'all never could look at that man in the eyes again in the same way. Like we're going home and we're having a conversation. No, it's over. Because it might not be over officially, but the level of resentment that you'll have for that man to push that button when that man swore to protect and provide for you, it will be a betrayal that could not be like it couldn't. It's like you doing a fidelity test to see if I'm faithful, and even though I might not kiss the girl, I fell for it. So she stops and says, "Haha, your wife is watching." Like you never look at me the same because I failed the test, right? So I think that most women will definitely feel some type of way and end up leaving. And matter of fact, I think if women, their friends, strangers, whatever, saw and knew about what happened, they will tell you to leave too. Most women will say, "This man is a coward, never be in his presence again. That the brother and the daddy tried to beat me up, and I will be doing the walk of shame because I didn't protect my woman." And women pretend that they don't know this happens, but it does. If I miss my basic level of the reason why you are with me, which is probably you kind of feel a little bit safe, there's nothing to be had. There's no conversation to be had. But y'all playing the politician, the Miss Universe thing because y'all want to win the context. So I'll leave y'all alone for now.
Fair enough.
Anybody has anything to say before we move on to the main topic and read the super chats? Hey, Jazz.
Just think. Oh.
Because I knew Jazz was going to open her mouth. I knew it. Go ahead, Jazz. You got it. Like, go ahead.
No, what were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
I was going to say that you have something to say. That's exactly what I was going to say. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I just in any situation, I don't think it's wrong to choose yourself if it came down to it, because it's like a biological instinct. And I don't think that love should require like, what do they call it? Like being a martyr. I don't think it requires martyrdom. In any case, like the goal is for both of us to live and survive. That's all I just wanted to say.
Yes.
If my partner chose themselves and it was a hoax, I wouldn't be mad at them because it'll just be like, I understood why you felt pressured to do that. So I just wanted to
do you understand the pressures that men face when it comes to relationships? Like you say, relationships are not martyrdom. Yes, they are. For the
I got a
man,
question.
for the man, absolutely. Like, let me just say this, and then you got it right. I keep saying this joke and tease this joke. There's a reason why men dress in black for their wedding. It's a funeral. For him, for the man, is a funeral. Everybody dressed in white, and then the groom is dressed in black, and you see the friends doing jokes. And the bachelor party is the man in a casket or the man pulling him from the woman. You never see the other way around, because the woman expects to keep be able in some sort of way to keep doing what she was doing, actually to do it more, while the man is expected to leave everything he was doing before. I don't know if you play basketball, I don't know if you ride motorcycles, I don't know if you go to the bar every Friday. The man is expected to die on that day of the wedding to become something that is suitable to the woman in front of him. So yes, you might not need to leave the last seat on the Titanic and sink, but the wedding day is the day of the sacrifice.
And to add
for the man,
to add, Jazz, we keep asking the ladies, and not just particular ladies on here, why a man should marry you. And they always go, you don't have to marry me. They can never tell us why a man should marry them. So for men and women in society, what we do is obligation. It's obligated, especially if you're going to have a woman and a wife in the family. Everything that y'all do is optional. But what makes a phenomenal woman and a great woman in a relationship or as a wife is the woman who picks obligation over option. Like most men, we're obligated. You have the option.
I think when two people choose to enter a relationship, yes, you have obligations. Both of you have obligations to make sure that relationship is healthy for your person and for yourself. But no one's forcing men to or obligating men to get a woman and to do anything. If you don't feel like you want to obligate yourself to another human being, that's your choice.
That's
and
not
the
true.
Same thing for you
Like,
think you have to?
Yes, if me and you were together, and I decided I didn't want to be with you anymore, I would get shamed for breaking up a relationship with a good woman.
Who's going to shame you?
And if society would shame me. Society would shame me.
So
And other men.
what?
And
So
no,
what?
it's not. No, y'all can say so what, but we're shamed every single day for not being
Exactly.
So
So
hold on, Jazz. Literally, you talk about the patriarchy, right? And you shame the patriarchy because how oppressive the patriarchy can be, how much the people don't be responsible in the patriarchy, how men don't be good leaders, how men are not being responsible. We are by society expected to be good men all the time. Women have no responsibilities in today's society. You get to do what you want.
You don't think women are expected to take care of their kids?
No, not today. You can delete your kid. So there's 73 million abortions every year by women. You can delete a kid. And I that's okay if you say, oh my God, but women can put their kids up for adoption. There was literally a host show Fatty was going to do with a certain woman named Nepal, and not her. Other women were calling a woman who give up her kids for adoption a hero. Where if a man gave up his kids, he'd be called a deadbeat. So again, whatever y'all decide to do in general, Jazz, and you may not agree with it, and I respect your opinion as well too. Like if you look at it the wrong way, like as you should, you look that's not right. But majority of what's happening with society and women would call this woman a hero or support a woman who wants to not only delete her kid or give him away. Where
Okay,
if we
so are we talking about you first? You went from leaving a relationship. Now you're talking about unaliving kids. I thought we
Yes.
was talking about just leaving a relationship because you were saying if you left a good woman, society's going to shame you. So what does that mean? So if she's a good woman, one, why are you leaving her? And then two, if wait a minute, just hear me out because it's a little all over the place. If my thing is this, a woman, whether a woman or a man gets shamed for leaving what other people perceive as a good man or a woman, that's not that's their business. If you feel like that good woman is not compatible with you and somebody shames you for it, so what? That still doesn't stop you from finding what you deserve, because just because a person is good doesn't mean that they're good for you in a relationship. So it doesn't make you a bad person for being wise enough to say, you know what, you're a good person, I'm a good person, but maybe we're just not compatible. So maybe we need to break up. If society, who would shame you for that? That's being a responsible adult. Because I would argue, why would you stay in a relationship with somebody that you know doesn't value you, that you know isn't respecting you, you don't feel honored, you don't feel loved? Why are you choosing to stay there? And let's not talk about kids. You have the freedom to choose where you want to be and who you give your love to. And if your love is not being reciprocated on the scale that you're giving it, then why would you stay with that person?
And you're absolutely right. If women were really actually objective and life wasn't subjective for y'all live in fantasy land. Like your life is the never ending story. Like whatever what we live, like the world has to live through your eyes and through your perspectives. If women actually thought like this, they would be shaming other women in the way they behave in society and the way they behave in their families. In reality, when women make bad mistakes or they make certain decisions that they feel like is right for them, you're going to advocate for self-love and happiness, and you're going to tell that woman, to, like Fatty said, to do what's in her best interest, where we're told to do what's in the best interest of all of us. If your woman is acting up in your relationship, if your woman having mood swings, if she's having postpartum, if she's having depression, if she's broken, you're supposed to hold her through that no matter what. If the man is going through that, that is a toxic man that you need to leave immediately, and you need to get away from this person. We do not have the same obligations to each other. We don't have the same responsibilities, and you have the option to live in that fantasy land. We don't have that option to live in that fantasy land, Jazz, respectfully. That's not the real world. The real world is I'm supposed to, even if you're not my woman right now, if something was happening to you, I'm supposed to do something about it. Something
that doesn't happen in the real world.
It happens in the world.
It definitely is. If we are walking outside in the bar, all of us, and some guys try to mess with y'all, me, fake Ali, and real Ali have to do something. There's no option. There's no one second, please. There's no option in that conversation where all of us, because we run faster than y'all, we leave and y'all just stay there to fend for yourself.
Lots of
right?
people do that.
And what we're trying to do is we want y'all to be consistent, right? Because Ali made the good point about Jazz. Jazz keeps talking about the patriarchy. Nobody's making y'all do that.
Patriarchy.
Yeah, she never even said
patriarchy. Let me please.
I never said anything about
Ghosty. We didn't meet each other today. Okay? We didn't meet each other today. We already have some points of reference between each other, right? And for example,
patriarchy tells y'all to die for women.
Let me
y'all don't have to.
No, Jazz, but that's not the point, right, Jazz? So for example, when Anthony's talking about white people and black people, you always come around and you say black people are not like this, just out of let me just finish. I got you. Let me just black people didn't become what they are right now out of thin air. There's hundreds of years of oppression, systematic racism, circumstances that put a bubble of the population in the circumstances that they have now. Colonialism, slavery, all these things, Jim Crow, redlining, gerrymandering. There's a bunch of things that put black people in this position where a lot of them, they might have a appearance of choice, but they don't have kind of a choice because they were born in a place where they're crabs in the bucket, right? With men, is not hundreds of years, is thousands of years of conditioning. Is society pushing them to go to wars, to sacrifice for women and children first. So you become so conditioned to those things that now in 2026, even though we are the most equal that we were in the history of mankind and women have all the rights that men have, men are still conditioned to open doors, to take jackets and put it on the woman, to ride on the side of the road, to die for their woman and all that. So what we're saying is, you can't acknowledge why black people are the way they are because of hundreds of years of conditioning, but then dismiss what men are for thousands and thousands and thousands of years of conditioning. We have to tell the story to the fullest to understand why Fatty, Ali, and Fake Ali would, even though y'all might be not our woman, we feel the obligation to save you if somebody grabs your ass or something like that. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, I get what you're saying, but what I would say, and I appreciate that, but I would say that's Fatty, that's Ali, and that's King Ali, because not every man is using that instinct to save a woman when he sees her in danger. We know this to be actually factually true. Men in men, just here. Can I finish?
No, I'm here. You got it. Ali, what is this jersey, Ali? $10. Fake Ali.
I know it, bro. Michael Jordan.
That's
Jordan.
crazy. Go ahead, Jess. I'm sorry, Jess. We have a little bet between. I give him $10 every time he figures out my jersey. He only got one. That's crazy, Ali. Jesus Christ. Paris Saint-Germain. We try again next time. Go ahead, Jess.
Yeah. You know what? I forgot what I was going to say.
I'll say this, Jess. You know the best way of me getting an ass whooping, Jess? Best way for me getting an ass whooping. Let me try to put my hands on you in front of a barbershop. Me as a man, let me try to put my hands on you in front of a barbershop, and you will see the amount of punches and kicks I'm going to get from everybody that is inside of that barbershop that are going to come outside. They're going to try to tell me to stop. And if I don't stop, they will meet me with a level of aggressiveness they will never put on a woman. Is that fair?
I think that's fair to assume with good intentions of other people.
No, Jazz. You probably see this all the time. You are a person that is outside, right?
That's the thing.
Jazz, you don't see men take
time.
Jazz.
I have literally
who are these
seen
teams?
women be in danger, and with men and women around, and the first people that's coming to save that girl are women. And then I'm telling you my experience.
So what is a white knight and a simp?
No, what I'm telling you is this. There are some men out here that protect others, but I have heard men in this space specifically that say, I'm not protecting no man, no woman that's not mine. I'm not protecting no woman that I ain't getting nothing
That's
from.
cap.
I hear that's not
People
cap.
mind their business. I've seen this multiple times too. I've experienced it. People just they're on their way to work. They're not stopping. They just move on.
Okay, no, so let's do this, right? First of all, do y'all believe the man that says, I will never date a baby mama? I only date single woman with no kids. Do y'all believe it? They say these, and then most of these guys are saying are literally dating women with kids. They're lying. Let's do this, please. Iris, Fatty. Me and Jez have almost the same complexion, right?
What? Well, you know you like.
I'm tired of you, man.
See, looking fantastic.
He keeps saying that I'm light skinned.
Look at his
Fatty light skin. He keeps
I'm
thinking
not lying. I've heard men say that. No, I don't think Fatty's light.
No, I'm not. I'm caramel.
Yeah, I think you're like
caramel.
Me, Jet, no, I think Chris is a little bit.
He one shade from me.
Shut up.
No,
Real Ali, fake Ali, and Deb are light skinned.
Look, it's Ali.
Ghosty is Ghosty, and we are caramel. Okay, so let's do this. The skin complexion is the same. Let's assume that I have long sleeves and gloves, so nobody see my tattoos, right? If I am stuck in the side of the road, let's make it an extreme weather, either very cold or very hot. Who gets more cars to stop? For every car that stops for me, how many cars stop for Jess? 10, 20, 30, right? How much time? Like, if you were a betting man, you had to bet a betting man and betting woman, and y'all had to bet your house and everything you own that who going to get the first stop? Fatty saying, hey, help, it's so hot in Phoenix, Arizona, help. Or Jess just standing there. Jess doesn't even have to ask. Jess is just standing there with her arms crossed like piece of shit. I hate this car. Who is getting help first? Me asking for help, or Jess just sitting there looking like a damsel in distress? Who gets?
I'm very flattered that you would think that, I guess because of how I look, that
No. You are a woman. You are a woman.
I have seen women be left for dead.
So you no, Jess.
So here's what I'm saying, Fatty. I hear what you're saying.
Uh-huh.
And there are some men out here who will come to a woman's defense, but I have seen in real life, in real time, women being violated by another man while other men sat and watched.
Can you answer my?
I want to speak to this. I've had a situation like this before.
Yeah.
Liar.
Before y'all move the conversation, I want y'all to answer the question, and then King Ali can ask his question. Jazz, who gets help first, Jazz or Fatty?
Are we taking turns?
I want Jazz to go first, and then the bottom row. Who gets help first, Jazz?
I think it depends on the character of the person who sees.
Jazz, nobody knows the character. He's just on the road waiting for help. No, Jazz. Isa, Jazz.
Okay, so maybe a woman. Maybe a woman.
There's 1,000 care passing. There's good woman, bad woman, woman that are in rush for work. Like, there's a lot of people passing. It is Fatty on one side and Jazz on the other. Same
Yeah.
amount of cars.
More
Who
likely,
gets
more
who
likely
gets help first?
that more likely not if somebody see a woman on the street looking like she needs help, whether it's a woman or a man that sees her, they're going to more likely get the woman before they rescue the man, for sure.
Okay, we got that out of the way. Okay, ghosting. Who's more probable to get help
Now,
first?
what their intentions are.
I
Oh my
agree.
God, you see. What about you, Ghosty?
I think there's two factors to this. I agree it's probably Jazz, but I do think a woman's attraction does play a part in if somebody is more likely to stop.
Y'all have more answers than
Also,
me. I'm
women,
the best looking
women
person
are
on the
less
panel.
likely to stop for a man because it could be a trap or something dangerous or something like that. So there's that element too.
It could be a trap for me too.
Right, it could, but like,
But there's the thing.
statistically, it's
I
more
said
likely gonna
yes,
be a
but I
man.
could say
Like
ghosting.
potato
No. Statistically, men are more in danger around other men, not women. But let's take that out of the way.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's Jazz, if it's Deb, if it's Chris, if it's Ghosty, not only y'all going to get help first, I guarantee you, the man that is going to help you change the tires on the road, the person that's going to help you change the tire on the road, is probably a man. It's not a woman. It's very rare that woman just stop in the middle of traffic and says, "Girl, I got you. Let me roll my sleeves. I got you, baby." Both of if she stops, is to call what you guys call it in the United States, the service.
The cops?
911.
No. The
AAA?
service AAA. She stops to say, "You have a phone? You good? This is the number for AAA. You got it. I'll see you later." Right? The man is actually going to stop if he has the tools to change the thing. He probably change it. Do y'all disagree with what I said?
No,
Go ahead.
No, she's definitely gonna get the first one.
Be more likely for a man to stop, but there are lots of women who will stop to help women.
No, but it's a minority.
It's a very small amount.
It's a
But I wanna
minority.
speak to what
It's
Jazz
like me
was
saying.
saying.
It's like me
It's
saying.
also
It's
the
like me.
minority of men as well.
No,
Like,
because
most
it's
people,
like me saying.
most people in general just pass
It's a
by.
human
No, Ghosty,
minority.
it's like me saying this, right? If I were to move tomorrow, what is the probability of man doing the moving or woman doing the movie? And you are going to say, I know women that did the movie by themselves. But for the most part, women are more the ones that when things are in place, they put it on the house.
Well, that's
but
because
men are the
men are
ones.
stronger. I mean, moving has a physical element to it, so I wouldn't compare moving with this.
Absolutely, but with today tools, you have a bunch of things, little wheels. You have little things that actually can help you move. Because I built the studio and I using that shit. I never move shit so easily. Even women could do that shit now, right? Might not like the big things, but for the most part, you can get tools that actually can make you maneuver and put things in that. You have elevators, you have
I
the
did
small
move by
wheels you
myself
put on
multiple
furniture, all that,
times,
right?
yes.
But that's the thing. If you had to move tomorrow, or Jazz, or Deb, or Chris, you're probably going to call a man, not calling a woman. Because that's usually what we do as a job. Is let me find the man so I can get this done as fast as possible so we can move along. I want to know what is King Ali TV since the ladies are lying. And not ladies, just Jazz and Ghosty. Lie. No, he's not lying. He's not lying.
Liar.
He's not lying, but
how we know y'all ain't lying? Because y'all have no actual.
No, I wanted to address what you were saying.
Because I already did it.
To back up what you're claiming right now. These are all just
I don't
your
have
perspectives and your biases and what you've been conditioned to believe that are making your claim.
Hey Jess, let me say this before Ali goes. Do you know? Hey Jess, do you remember the Aurora shooting?
The Aurora shooting.
Yes, there was a shooting on a Batman premiere like 10 years ago, where somebody got inside of a movie theater and he started shooting everybody. Remember that?
Yeah, sure.
They found 6 men in a cover position, like a fetus position, in front of their woman.
Okay.
Right? So in a situation of distress where people couldn't react, they found a bunch of men trying to shield their woman from the shots.
Okay.
This is what happens in most situations of distress. Either be war, either be a ship sinking, either be a fire, either be a flooding. If I have to save people, I'll save the kids and the woman and then the man.
But you said something. You said something very specific though. It was their woman. It was that man and their woman. If it was just a single woman in that theater and a single man in that theater, do you think he's going to look for a woman to save before he tries to save himself?
On that situation in particular, I don't think we have the wherewithal to do it. But in other situations that
I
usually
can understand when you're in a relationship, yeah.
Sure, but
I'm not even shaming these men. Like,
Right,
like
not at
neither of
all.
us are saying like, oh,
No. Oh, okay, no. Hey, Ghosty, you come from Valhalla, right? Do you know how many men crash out for you on the internet?
What was that?
On the internet, men that never know you, never smell your pennies, crash out. Go out of their way. Why are you talking with her like that, fatty? Why? Hey, Jazz, how many messages you get on the back every time me and you fight? I can't believe Anton Daniels talk to you like that, and fatty.
Most men
You
are
got it, Jazz.
extremely rude to me on the
No,
internet.
it's not rude.
No.
There's a bunch of white knights. Y'all know it.
No, there's literally not.
There's not.
Let me speak on this because I have.
Y'all need to get for y'all seems.
Listen, no, this is my right hand to God, Daddy, and I don't play. All right. The majority, I would probably say 90%, 85-90% of the messages that I receive from men in my back channel are harassing me, berating me, wishing death on me, calling me names, saying that I'll never be married, saying that I'm masculine, saying that I'm saying anything you get, calling me stupid. So no, now you will get the minority, like me and Ghosty said, the minority of men that will say, hey, Jazz, I'll fuck with you. Don't let them get you down. You may get some of those sometimes, but the majority, all you got to do is look at videos of your comment section and see how bad they talk about women at large. And then the women, and then the men that come out and defend us, y'all be, oh, put your cape on. You're a simp. She ain't gonna give you no pussy. Y'all like to do. I'm not saying y'all, but a lot of y'all audience members in this space, they like doing this shit to women. They love the idea of putting women in their place, and because they can't have full access, they go in the DMs and get to harassing.
Here we go. Hey, Jazz. The comment section is a made-up world.
Okay.
You know why it's a made-up world? If everybody saw each other in person 2 hours in the meeting, everybody will be breakdancing and doing the Macarena and eating from the same plate and drinking like crazy. This is what the reality is, Jazz. Most of the men that harass you and say that you are insufferable will eat your ass if they had the opportunity. There's the reality. It is what it is. And even if they let me finish. And even if they wouldn't have sexual attention from you, they will position themselves in a situation where they would not be harmful to you. Matter of fact, they will be very, very benevolent. Because I will tell you this, Jazz. There's a lot of men that violate us to the maximum and he never got the chance to get back. There's some woman that violates us to the maximum and the door was still open for them because we don't treat women like we treat men. That's the reality, Jazz. We give more benevolence to women and to their misbehaviors than we actually give to men because there's a level of aggression that is kind of different. So
should I thank them for wanting to fuck me? Like,
fuck me?
Thank
Exactly.
you.
No.
Oh my God.
It's not a compliment.
Hey, friend.
They may be mean to you and disrespectful.
I will say this, right?
That doesn't make it better. That makes it worse, actually.
No. Let's stop. Let's stop. Nobody in this space has more female friends than me. Okay, nobody. I'm the most handsome person. Woman can even compare with me.
Oh God.
So if I know, once again, like this woman tried to fuck me and they try to talk with Fatty, but I don't have to comply. If they are nice to me, they are nice to me. It is what it is. As the most handsome person probably on the internet. The reality, once again, is that y'all know that y'all have this power. Just because you have a vagina in the middle of your legs, men are going to be more friendly with you and respectfully might even jump other men that are trying to jump you just to get access to you because this is what we be conditioned to do. So the thing is not the reason.
And two other hoes.
No, Fatty.
Sure.
Can you? No, hey, Fatty. This is how y'all. Hey, Jazz. This is how you.
Real quick, and I'm gonna go. Hey, I want you to be nice to me because you look at me as a human being and you think I deserve respect, not because I have a vagina between my legs and you think one day you might get it. Right. That means you're really not looking at me as a human being. You're looking at me as an object to potentially use one day.
No.
If that's how you come in, then don't come at all. Y'all got it.
Damn. And y'all say that in projection, you supposed to be used just like we supposed to be used. You just don't like a man to ask for something or benefit from something. Y'all always say that, like all y'all want is sex, but then you can turn back around and say, oh, you left a guy because the sex wasn't good. Like whatever you say to benefit you, you'll contradict yourself in another sentence. But the reality is you're supposed to get used like I'm supposed to get used, or we're useless. I'm supposed to get something from you. You're supposed to get something from me. Y'all keep going to that. What am I actually supposed to get from you? A nice, good human being who's inspirational and motivating, and she's just a woman. Like I should just accept you as you are, but then you tell me not to accept you just as you are.
And Fake Ali and Jazz and Ghosty are talking like they are bad bitch. Imagine me pulling up and saying they only treat me like this because I have a 12-incher. Oh my God! So I have to treat you right.
Fatty, you brought it up.
No.
You brought this up.
Don't be screaming at me, Ghosty.
People are in the comment section. White knighting, and we're like, no, most people are actually attacking us and personally, and blah 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 blah. And then you said, oh well, even if they are attacking you, they'll still be nice to you because they want to use you and get something from you. We're not talking about relationships
wait,
right
please,
now.
1 second. I will say this for the cause. This is Fatty. This is on nobody on this organization. Go to Six the Goddess in the Nika Marie comment section. Okay.
Go to where?
Just go ahead. Hey, you can do not Pearl because she's challenged.
Looks like Larry Bird.
Yeah, but go to any woman content creator that's
moderately attractive.
That's saying that's mildly attractive, and see like, hey, I see Deb IG. That's not my IG.
Are you talking about conservative women? Conservative
my IG
women
is,
have a lot of simps in their comments.
My IG is crickets. Hey, Krish is married. She posted a song of her, very classy and all that. I don't get the type of attention. I don't. Hey, and I guarantee you, most men don't, because once again, you being a woman, you are going to get a bunch of attention from other women, because y'all, for whatever reason, like to be, oh, go queen, respect that, love it,
Women
and you're going to get
women.
attention.
Men should support men.
No, y'all don't support each other because the WNBA will be thriving if y'all support each other. So what I'm saying is that when we are talking,
why is it the WNBA the only way we show more support for each other?
Captain Marvel. Let's go with Captain Marvel and the Woman King. Okay, let's go with that.
But you clearly don't, because
you support each other being strippers. You support each other being thoughts. You support each other breaking each other homes. You support each other being OnlyFans. Most of y'all supporting each other is not doing nothing good for y'all or benefiting you. And at the end of the day, you support each other trying to be optional men, but at the end of the day, won't be women, because y'all brag about having a car, brag about having a house, brag about having money, but then y'all won't be women. So y'all want to be optional men who don't want to be women at the same time as well too.
Yeah. So
let me 1 second, please. Let me get Fantastic Hero, and Mr. Ali has a question. The real Ali, he has a question that he wanted to ask. Okay, so Fantastic got interrupted. Ali, we go to the super chat, and then we go to the main event. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. Shout out everybody.
And Jazz, we support you eating Captain Crunch, but I'm going to mute you. Okay.
Yeah, you definitely like doing something with that mouth. Wow, crazy, wild. But anyway, yeah, man, it's crazy as to how when the men want anything out of the situation, and it's clearly not always sex. A man, I ain't never seen a dude, help a woman dodge a bullet or pull her out of the street from getting hit by a car. It's like, hey, where's that head at? Okay, what? How are we doing this? Missionary or doggy style? Y'all got to stop this shit, man. Like, for real. Y'all literally just said, oh, a man isn't willing to lay his life on the line for a complete stranger strictly based off his gender, and you're questioning his character. He's a bad man because you're a stranger, and he's supposed to risk his life. He don't know you from nothing. You in it with a man, and what we know, ain't no man hitting a woman in public for the first time. Okay, if he hitting her in public, he definitely hitting her in the house. So why the hell? And we've seen the countless number of stories of men that have lost their life interjecting themselves into domestic violence situations. Okay, call the cops, get some mace, get a gun. That's hey, I'm
Didn't
not
we say that
Superman.
we don't expect y'all to put our? Didn't we say we don't expect that?
Right.
from
None
you?
of us.
not
None
that
of
it's
us
lies.
have
It's a lie.
shamed
No,
any.
no.
Like,
But it's a
Nobody said
lie.
that.
No,
We,
no, no.
No,
Well,
but it's a lie.
hold
But it's
on.
a
it's
lie.
Yeah,
not a
no, you were
lie.
literally
It is.
challenging it. Hold on. Well, hold on.
What?
He had Patty had to knock
Oh
it
my
down
God.
to something that is changing a tire because you guys were saying, "Oh, a man's not gonna put his life on the line like he's supposed to." You're not supposed to.
Yes.
No,
I'm not
no,
supposed.
we were
Women,
just saying the
said-
simple fact that lots of men. It's Fatty was saying this is what men do, and we were saying we
And they
actually
do.
in our own lives have seen that most men, for the majority part, just like kind of walk by. There are men
got you.
who do
I got
that,
you. Now,
who
hold on.
do
Let me
protect
interject.
women
Now, I
sometimes,
got
but
you.
lots of
I
times
got
people
you.
just they'll
I
record
got
it
you,
or
and this
leave.
is why. And this is why you get nasty comments because you see me trying to interject and keep talking. This is why men talk shit to you the way they do, right? So I
Well,
understood that point.
you're
Well, it's
saying
really
what
my
we said.
time. I'm just getting here, and now you're trying to overtalk me. But we can have a dialogue.
I'm just correcting you.
Right?
Go
Well,
ahead.
you're not correcting anything, and I'm about to show you why you're incorrect. So again, the way you're
gosh.
even framing it and looking at it is you say, "Oh well, most men don't do anything." Okay, in a deadly situation where there's a woman getting something done to her. Well, who are the most people that do step in and do something? If a woman's getting her ass whooped by a man, and Fatty gave you the perfect example in a barbershop or somewhere there's a group of men, those group of men will come out and handle that man for abusing a woman, regardless of what the point is. It's not going to be women that step in and try to challenge a man that's being aggressive or violent towards a woman. So of course, even though 99% of men won't step in and they'll keep on going, the people that do step in is going to be 99% men, is what we're saying.
Okay.
That's the fact. All right, then. So you're proving my point as to you framed it the one way, but not the other way.
Well, no,
So
we
even
just
in the
said
case
most
where
people don't.
okay, well, again, most people don't, but of the small people that do, who are the people that do it?
It's probably majority men.
Yeah, now it's probably majority. So now it's probably,
I'm
but
not,
we already know that
I'm
it
not
is men.
putting down men for any
You
of this.
are.
Like,
The fact that you can't even say that it's men, and you probably sort of.
I literally just said it's majority men.
Fantastic.
No, you just said it's probably sort of.
Most men don't, though. Like most people
Hey, we
don't.
understand that. I
Listen,
understand that.
fantastic.
Most people don't have fucking 40-inch verticals.
Fantastic.
But those that
Listen.
do, hold on.
So we agree.
Again.
Right.
No, we
No,
don't agree.
listen. No, listen, fantastic.
Yeah.
Hear me out, babe. This is what I'm saying. We both said that yes, there are a minority. You're speaking to the minority of men that will come out and protect. Because you said 99% of men will not. But the 1%, which is what we were talking about earlier, was that, yeah, there are a minority of men that may come to our rescue.
Which
But
makes
for
the
we guys to
majority
be
of what?
listen,
Now hold
listen,
on.
what I'm
I
saying
gotta
is,
interject. I'm
so
listening. You're not listening to me. Now I'm going to ask you the other
Oh,
part of the
okay.
question. So listen. So the minority of men may not come to save you, but the majority of people that come to save you are going to be what?
the minority of the people that come to save a woman are going to be men.
Thank you.
What?
No, the majority.
The majority.
The majority of people that come to save a woman is going to be a man. Even if we're talking from a professional
Yeah, the
standpoint.
1%, the
Hold
1%,
on,
of,
hold
the 1%
on,
of
hold
men.
on, hold on,
Yes,
hold on,
1%.
hold
Yeah.
on. And again, 100% of the
said.
1% are men, or 99% of the 1% are men. Police
fine.
officers who? Stop. Police officers who? Men. Paramedics
that's
who?
okay.
Men. Firefighters who? Men. So even the
Yeah.
roles, actual careers, to where if you need help with somebody, somebody has to come save you.
Well,
men.
it could be a man and woman when it comes to policing and firefighting, but I get your point.
No, again,
when it
very,
comes to
very
the
small
average
percentage.
Joe,
Very, very small
when it comes
percentage.
when it comes to the average Joe, that's not a police officer, that's not a firefighter, just the average man, that 1%, like you said, is going to be majority of men that come to the protection
Right.
of
That's
a
all that
minority of
matters.
women. So
That's all
we
that
were
matters.
right. We were saying the same thing though. That's why I'm like, why
No,
are we
you weren't.
fighting?
You weren't.
We literally were.
I'm the first
We
person
just
to
wanted to
articulate.
fight, but it's okay.
I'm
But
the first
should
person
they?
to articulate
But
it, but it's
Fanta,
okay.
ask them if y'all said you don't expect a man to put his life on the line for you in 2026, where y'all asked to be equal to men and be treated equal to men and have the same options. Should you have to be protected by men? Like, is that our obligation to protect you? Should we have to protect you?
No, I don't think strangers are obligated to protect other
So
people.
then it shouldn't
I
be-
think are obligated to call the police potentially.
Right. So
but
this should be
putting
so,
themselves in harm's way. No, I
right.
don't think they're
So,
obligated to
But
do
there's
that.
a
moving
suicidal.
forward-
There's
moving
a
forward,
society. Ali, I'll give you the space to land, but it's a societal expectation, because even like 2 days ago, there was a female trucker that like was having problems because of snow, and she was berating the men that were just sitting there and weren't helping her unload the truck. And she was like, "Look at these men! They don't make real men as he was before. Let the woman." And she's a female trucker. So there's still a societal expectation, even from strangers, to help the damsel in distress once she actually is in trouble. This happens every day. Go ahead, Ali. I'm sorry. Yeah. And then the real Ali with the question, please.
No, and it's a good point you're making. Like, the women are asking to be adults. The women are asking to be strong and independent. The women say they can do it better all by themselves. But then eventually, when they get a man, they'll say they'd rather go 100% by themselves than 50-50. They don't want to actually take the trash out. They don't want to actually work. They don't want to actually be obligated to even to be a woman for their family. But once you have to start doing the things that men do, a lot of women wanted it as an option. That's not what they wanted as an obligation. They run away from it. But another thing I was going to point out as well too, when we talking about when I brought up patriarchy, Jazz, I only brought it up when I was talking about how you talk about the patriarchy, right? But I give you an example of how y'all say one thing and then go to another thing. Y'all are literally say patriarchy doesn't let men express themselves, let us tell the truth, or let us cry, especially the young boys. But women don't let us either when it's time for us to actually be honest to you and express ourselves to you. Women will say it to sound like they're allies, but soon as men create platforms like this one to tell women in the world the truth and level the playing field when it comes to these relationships, since you fought for equality and 50-50, now you say we're not real men for it. But you don't want to fight to open up doors. You don't want to go, fight for die for us. You don't want to fight to pay the bills. You don't want to fight for being mechanics. You don't want to fight to be the plumbers. You don't want to fight to be like electricians. And since we having these honest conversations saying, hey,
women are electricians.
Let me land, please. Please let me land, please. Y'all didn't even listen to the point.
Oh,
once we try to level the playing field of relationships within itself, when y'all ask to be 50-50 and we point out the fact you don't want to do all the other things men say you should do, we're toxic, we're sassy, we're gay, who hurt you? But we're not even asking for equality from y'all. Y'all are asking to be equal to us. When we just asking y'all to be women, but y'all don't use, my point is this, y'all don't use feminism to fight for men and for true equality. Women fight for power and equity with no responsibility at all. And like I said before, you'll try to fight for the option to act like a man, but at the same time still refusing to be the woman we're asking for. You're asking to be 50-50, but you're not doing both parts. You don't want to be a traditional woman. Then when you said, okay, go be a traditional man since you asked for 50-50, you will cry about actually having to be a man and have to be treated like a man. You'll look for a man to come protect you and save you.
What is acting like a man?
We're doing the literal opposite of what traditional women, like a traditional woman would expect a man to die for her.
She asked me a question. That's what I mean, Jazz. You asked me a question. Y'all fought to go to work because you said you needed an option to be at work.
Being a man.
Can I? You see how y'all both interrupt? This is what I mean. Remember when y'all say y'all want men to communicate and be emotionally available? Y'all don't want to, and it's like you fight. Y'all want it's not a conversation because you're not even both of y'all are
monologuing for 5 minutes.
I'm not monologuing, Ghosty. You do this before too. Y'all don't want to be actual men because in real life you get knocked out.
We can't even fucking respond to you.
We're not even
allowed to respond.
If you actually got treated like a man and y'all interrupt like this the way y'all do with men, you will get knocked out. Y'all don't want to be men.
What does that say about men?
Y'all want power from men. This is what I mean. No, listen. No matter how our delivery is, you will still cut us off. Y'all are both cutting me, co-signing with each other. Y'all are only doing this because we're not saying what you want to hear while pretending to be what you say you're not. You're not who you say you are. If you truly want to be this traditional man, if you truly want to be equal, if you truly want to have this power, then hold your nuts when you finally encounter a man and you have to be a man. Y'all don't want to be men. So again, I will give an example again. Y'all fought hard to work because you didn't want to be mothers or traditional women at work, which was the job. But once you went to work, you wanted it to be an option. You fought so hard to be so-called mothers to return back to motherhood. you still want to break from that. When it comes to protecting and providing, when it comes time for you to fight, you'll still look for a man to fight for you, and you'll still look for a man to delete somebody off this earth. Y'all are asking so hard to be men.
We're not asking for that though.
We're not.
That's what this whole conversation is.
You
And
are
we're
asking
not
to be a man.
asking for men
You
to
are.
protect
You
us.
are. It's envy. It's envy. You are.
That's
You're
what this whole
lying.
conversation has been for the past
You're
2
lying.
hours.
No, y'all been lying for the past 2 hours. That's what you've been doing.
See, exactly, Ali. Every single time I come on this panel, everything I say, you tell me I'm lying. I literally wonder, why do I even come here if you don't believe anything I'm saying?
Because you're lying.
ever?
So if me and you were together and somebody came to us and said, "Hey man, one of y'all gotta go. One of y'all gotta put a gun to your head and take your life." Who's supposed to take their life?
I'm sorry, what?
Who would be inspected if we're right now, we got caught up in some cartel and they say, "Hey, since y'all passed this line, one of y'all have to take this gun and blow your head off." Who's expected to blow their head off?
I'm not expecting you to volunteer to have your head blown off
Yeah.
for a stranger.
Liar. And that's why we can't have this conversation
No,
with
he's
y'all.
not saying it's crazy. He's saying y'all in a relationship.
No,
He's saying
we're in a
y'all in a
relationship. Me and you in a relationship, and we crossed the wrong. We went to the wrong place. Something happened. There's something happened a long time ago in Mexico. People crossed the border and got their heads blown off. I'm asking you this, Ghosty. If we're together in a relationship and we crossed the border wrongfully in somebody's territory, and they go, one of y'all have to blow your head off for trespassing, and which one is going to be? Who is supposed to blow their head off? Me or you?
I don't know. I don't expect him to just
And that's why you're
volunteer
lying.
himself. Like,
And
honestly,
that's why
it's a fucked up
that's why-
situation. And
no, you're lying. You're lying. I'm expected to blow my head off as a man in this society worldwide.
that's
if
the
I get in
society
a-
you want to live in. That's the sexist society that you want to live in. That's the
and this
one
is what
that
I mean.
we're trying to
Y'all
leave.
You talk to interrupt. You don't talk to make a point because you don't make a point. You talk to
You just
interrupt.
don't listen.
So watch. I'm gonna let you land, and when I go to talk, you're gonna interrupt me, but you might not because I try to make a point so you could be right. So you make your point and disprove what I just said. The fact that we're obligated to blow our heads off. You're not.
So what I just said is I don't even remember what I just said. I
know because you just wanted to interrupt me. I
No,
told you
because
that.
you talk so fucking much and
No,
you jump
no, you wanted to
around.
interrupt me. You made my point. You couldn't make your own
interrupted my response. I said, I don't expect him, like, it's a fucked up situation. I'm not gonna, like, I literally just don't expect that. I don't expect him to volunteer me. I don't expect him to be like, oh, choose her. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, choose him either. Like, it's just like.
And why is that not an acceptable answer? Why don't y'all just believe we are saying we don't expect y'all to die for us? Because we really generally don't.
Because
And
the
I-
history says
but
otherwise.
you know what? Usually when people,
So hold on,
when someone usually always thinks someone else is lying, that usually means they're the ones that's always lying. It's just projection. Because I don't understand why y'all just can't accept the fact that no, we don't expect y'all to die. We want y'all to live and live for us.
Okay,
No.
Fantastic. Before you go,
Earlier,
one second, Fantastic. Before you go, they expect us to do that shit on panels to crash out for them. When Pearly came around, you and Tyrion was like, "Y'all going to let her do that? Y'all going to let it do? Y'all let her going to say that?" Even on panels, y'all expecting us to crash out for y'all. If a white person comes around, y'all expecting Batman to go ahead and crash out for y'all. If your boyfriend abuse you, you're expecting the brother and the daddy to go ahead and like you do it. And now all of a sudden, oh me? I don't know what y'all talking about. I'll never do that. You do it.
Hey, fantastic. You take right. How many times women go, ain't nobody asked you to do that. You ain't have to do that, but they want you to do that. They just don't want to have to do nothing back for you. That's what it is.
And this is what you know for sure. If Jazz and Ghosty, both of you guys, this scenario, right? If you and a man were out together, right? You know this man, you have a rapport with this man, y'all are starting something serious or whatever, right? We say y'all like a month into the relationship, and a dude walk up and slap you in your ass. He see him do it and don't do nothing to him. Don't say nothing. Just act like it didn't happen. You stand with that man?
Yes.
Man,
Because I value my boyfriend's safety more than this fucking stupid egotistical whatever bullshit. Like I'm like we will try to get away from that person.
I got it.
Please, fantastic. Flip it real quick first.
Okay, just real quick.
No
Ghosty,
answer will ever be good enough.
Literally.
So, I'm not trying to. I want to have discourse. So Ghosty, I understand you saying that.
Just because you don't agree don't mean you're lying.
Well, hold on. Now I'm
you're
talking to
lying.
Ghosty, not you. I didn't say
But I
you were
love
lying.
you, though.
I'm having a conversation.
Jess, please come back on camera as soon as possible because that
whatever
leaves
you
with
doing
the camera
off camera. You've been talking for like the last 30 minutes, chiming in. So, listen, Ghosty, this is what I'm saying. I understand that, and that's noble of you to say you don't want your boyfriend to throw his life away, to put himself in danger, so on and so forth, right? But you still agree with the provision and protection, like expectations of a man, right?
If I'm actually being if my life is like actually in danger or if somebody's attacking me, I do expect someone I'm in a committed relationship to reasonably protect me because they have the ability to do so.
I got you.
Right.
Okay, so now we're having an honest conversation, as we saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if a man comes up to you while you guys are together, clearly you're boyfriend and girlfriend, and a man, by all intents and purposes, by definition, sexually assaults you, right? Unwanted touch of intimate areas is considered sexual assault. If I'm correct, I think I'm correct, right? And he does nothing. He doesn't say nothing to the dude, and nothing. You're comfortable with that man for being able to protect you?
It's on. Look, being a woman, these things happen. Like guys will randomly grab your ass and stuff like that
in front of your man.
It's wrong, but no, that's never happened to me in front of my boyfriend.
Exactly. With Ghosty, that's the point I'm trying to make.
But what do you want me to say? I want him to go and start a fight with this guy, or like, you know what I mean? I personally, it's just not worth it to me. It's I don't really care that much. Like I would be pissed at the other guy, but I'm not gonna get mad at my boyfriend for somebody else.
Can you do what Ali is asking? Can you flip it?
Yeah, go ahead,
if
Ali.
This is a woman on your boyfriend's space, and she keeps egging it on, touch him, push him, slap him. You're not going to do nothing?
If she's hitting him?
Yeah, you're not going to do nothing? You know how dangerous it is for a man. 1 second.
Well,
you
no,
know how
we're
dangerous
switching
for a
it
man
to
to put
something
the hands.
violent.
1 second, please. So Ghosty, on the black community, not in Portugal, in the United States, they taught me this. You don't put the hands on a woman, you call your sister to do it. Right? Or a female friend you know as hands. Instead of you going there, right, and put yourself in danger, you find somebody, a woman, because the courts, the cops are going to be way more nicer and lighter if women are fighting women than a man fighting a woman, right?
Right.
So you are telling me, Ghosty, just 1 second. So if we are in a situation where your boyfriend is being arrested, a woman is putting their hands on him and all that, and you know he can't do nothing because you know he's going to be punished severely by the law if he does something, you're not going to smack her, you're not going to push her, you're not going to grab her, you're not going to do nothing?
The ideal situation is to get out of there.
Sure.
Get out of it.
Sure. That's the ideal situation. But again, Ghosty, we know
I'm not like a fighter. I'm 5'1". I'm like 110 pounds.
Ghosty, what matters is, like, you know what I'm saying? You might have $5 on your account. What matters is, like Chris said, she will try at least. Oh, I know I'm going to put there and sacrifice myself.
I'll put myself in between her.
But I know my husband is not going to allow me to do it, right? So the question is, if you are in that situation, you are not going to do nothing for him. You're going to just grab him and try to run. Like, what you're trying to do?
I will put myself in between her and him and get out of there.
I'm
probably not going to start fist fighting some random ass violent chick. Like, I don't think that's good for either one of us. And I wouldn't expect him to do that either. If there's a man attacking me, yes, I expect him to help me get out of that situation. And I've already conceded to this. I expect reasonable protection from someone I'm in a committed relationship with.
Hey, Chris, and Dad.
Hold on, just 1 second, because I need to show them. So if a woman is going at your man, what you're going to do is this, right? You're going to do the piccolo sacrifice. That's what you're doing, right?
I don't know what that means. I'm just going to get in between them and separate them and get away.
Yeah. You putting yourself in the middle, right? That's what we're doing here. Is instead of doing something, right? You just go ahead and you do this, right? Because you are. That's what we're doing, Ghosty. This is what we're doing. That's the ideal scenario. Ghosty. This is not anime. This is not
so crazy
this is
about
not
what
fantasy.
I'm saying.
Ghosty, this is not fantasy. Something has to be done.
Why?
Right?
That's ego
What?
talking.
Hey, man, you
That's
know
your
what?
ego talking.
You know what?
And that's how
Hey,
people
Chris.
end up in bad situations.
I know.
I'll
Hold
leave it
on.
alone.
I'm bringing Chris up here. Hey, Chris.
Yes.
If there was men up here, one man, all the men are being quiet, and there's a man up here talking about men want sex, men want attractive women, and and y'all are saying that men want sex and attractive women, and the man up there is arguing back and forth. No, we don't. We don't care about looks and sex. The man wouldn't sit there and be quiet. But why do y'all allow sisters, if we're all in this together, to gaslight the men when you know in reality a woman would not remain with a man that would not protect her? As a matter of fact, if we're in a position of protecting, the man say, hey, I know you're trying to protect your lady, but I'm gonna get this. If you do anything else, I'm blowing your head off. A woman would expect this man to still go. Like he wouldn't go, oh, he can stop protecting me right when it comes to death. A woman wouldn't have that expectation. So while Deb, you too, this is what we talk about happens in society and in our relationships overall. Men won't sit there and let y'all get gaslighted. If we see a woman in a certain predicament and there's brothers lying or brothers trying to cause harm to another woman, men are going to jump in that way, whether it's in harm's way. Why, when situations like this, when you see clearly women saying, I don't care if a man protects us. I don't care if a man puts his life on the line for us. They'll expect them to protect them. Why do y'all allow us to get gaslighted like this and don't jump out that cave we was talking about, Chris, and go, hey, sisters, I hear what y'all saying, and it may be unique to you two, but in most cases, women are going to have problems with a man who would not put his life on the line to protect her. First protect her, but still put his lifeline on the line for her, and society expects men to do it. Why y'all let us get gaslighted like that?
Well, let me answer your
Hey,
question.
matter of fact, let me put Deb over here because I know Debbie is jumping that
Chris
woman.
and
Deb is jumping that woman too, but she's quiet. She's like, let me observe what these people are doing. Go ahead. Why you gaslighted? No.
Number
Why
one,
you allowing us to be gaslighted?
Number one, I'm polite, and I politely wait my turn, and I've been on a few panels, and I've heard that when two people are having a conversation or going forth, and you let them do what they need to do.
And
right?
that's actually right. You are following protocol.
I'm following the rules. And then, so if you ask me a question in regard to what I think about the answers, then I can answer the question. So if I don't agree with what another young woman on the panel was saying or whatever the case is, I don't have to berate her or anything like that. But if you ask me a question in regard to what I think about what someone said, then I'll answer.
Chris, why would you change it to berate her? No one said to berate her. You could just interject in the conversation. Like y'all know, your femininity is your power. The fact that y'all saw, I don't understand. Y'all can talk to each other like without worrying about pushback. Like y'all won't disrespect each other. Y'all may disrespect the men. I'm not asking you to berate nobody, disrespect them, because y'all rarely will disrespect each other. Y'all allow each other to do. Y'all will allow each other to say whatever you want in front of people, even if you disagree with it. It's very rare for women to go against each other, even if it's respectfully in front of people or on a panel. It's very rare.
Well, it's different, obviously, because we're all different women.
No, can you answer that? No, can you answer that part? When have I ever asked you to disrespect a woman? Where did I just ask you to where did I ask you to
never
berate
said
someone?
that you said for me to berate anyone. What I said, I'm not going to berate someone. If you ask me a question in regard to what somebody said, then I can answer. And then I also said that when two people are going at it, I've watched on other panels where you guys said let them do their thing. But anytime that you guys have ever pulled me up to ask me a question about what somebody else said, I've always answered accordingly.
Okay,
I have watched. Let me finish.
So Chris, hold on, Chris.
Let me land though, Ali. I have watched other women on the panel and say things like, y'all women. I don't operate like that. I don't talk like that. That's not how I do.
Okay.
But ask me a question about what any particular woman has said about whatever.
Absolutely.
And I can give my opinion on that.
Absolutely.
That's
Hey, Deb, is Jazz and Ghosty being disingenuous?
Do I think that they're being disingenuous? I think that I wouldn't use the word disingenuous. I think that they're speaking to their situation. What I believe, am I more in agreement with what the gentlemen are saying? Yes, because I know that that's more likely to happen, what the men are saying. But what I do believe, the women on the panel, the two that have spoken, they're speaking on their experiences. And I that may be I was in a cave. That may be the cave that they're in. You know what I'm saying? So
sure.
I wouldn't use the word disingenuous, but
How
I
about
do
you,
agree with what you guys were saying.
Hey, Ali, before you go to Deb, because I want actually Deb to answer. Hey, Ghosty, do you have female friends?
Yeah, I have a couple.
If they get into a fight, are you fighting?
Am I fighting with them?
Yeah. Like if you are on the side, then the Chris and Deb come around and everybody drunk, and they say, "What does the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap!" And now everybody, are you fighting?
I don't know. It depends on the situation.
No, the situation was very specific. Your friends are chilling.
It depends what the fight is about. If it's something worthy, I think.
One second, please. Y'all went outside to get. I'm giving you a specific situation, so there's no misunderstandings, right?
Okay.
Y'all are getting into y'all are minding y'all business. Y'all not doing nothing, right? Y'all not doing nothing, and for whatever reason, Chris, Deb, and Jazz pass by y'all. One slap y'all, the other grabs your ass, and the other punch you on the titty, right? So now there's a brawl. Are you fighting with your friends, or are you just bouncing? What you doing?
I'm not bouncing. I've never been in a fight. I'm not a fighter. I'm not just gonna leave them there. So I might jump in to protect my friend. Yeah. What?
What is jumping to protect your friends? Are you fighting? Are you punching back?
She don't fight, though.
I don't know.
No. Are you?
Ghosty, I don't even know how to punch somebody. Really.
Ghosty, you have Ghosty. You have hands and you have feet. Even kids, a lot of times, instinctively go to the defense of their mama, their sister. They're like, ah!
If
right?
the girls are a lot bigger than me, I'm probably gonna try to pull my friend out of there and literally leave. But
So
I'm not gonna leave by myself without them.
So you're not fighting?
No.
Hey,
I might
Jazz,
try. Like I can't
you're not
say.
fighting. Hey, Jazz, what about you, Jazz? You fighting? Or what you
If
doing?
some girls run up and start fighting my friend,
Yes.
yeah.
So
I'm gonna make sure. I'm definitely gonna. If they're fighting, like getting jumped, yeah, we're gonna fight together. But I'm definitely gonna try to de-escalate and get up out of there.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if one woman fighting your man? Are you getting in between?
If you are causing physical harm to anyone around me, it's up.
Okay. We get it there. We get it there.
Yeah.
No, Jazz, I believe Jazz is probably jumper. Ali, Deb, Ali asked if you think the Ghosty and Jazz are being disingenuous about the situation where he's not expected man to actually protect women and all these things that we're talking about. Do you think
give up their life?
Yes, give up their life
In a predicament where it's between you and another person. Do you feel like they're being disingenuous where they don't expect the person to give up their life for their life, the man?
I mean, Deb said the same thing, by the way, but
I was gonna say,
damn.
honestly,
Everybody-
I'm not
being
gonna say
disingenuous.
that because I don't think that they should. I'm selfish.
Do you expect me, the man, let's say we a certain caliber guy, and me and Fantastic and Fatty to stay with a woman who not giving us sex?
I'm so sorry. Can you say that?
No,
Would
leave
you-
that.
do you expect me and Fatty and Mr. Fantastic to stay with you if you're not giving us sex?
No.
You would think that's kind of an expectation of relationship from a man, right?
To give me sex or
Yes.
to protect me? Oh, yeah.
Yes. So it sounds disingenuous from all three of you when we already know y'all are leading with the y'all go, we're not monoliths, we all think different, but most women go, but I want a man who protects and provides. So all of a sudden, when it comes to protection, and you're trying to differentiate between having your life taken and protecting, as if protecting someone can sometimes lead to your life being taken, it can be mutual as well too. So if someone's protecting you and they ultimately get their life taken, you are saying basically still that you would expect this person to put their life on the line for you, and it may lead to death.
Sure.
But when you say you don't, and he doesn't have to do it, I wouldn't look at it no different way. We don't believe you guys because that's one of the reasons why you're with a man, to protect you. So you're not with a guy. So you don't get with a guy going, hey man, I'm gonna be with this man in the expectation if something happens, he's gonna protect me.
Okay.
No, Deb, I'm asking you, when you get with a man and you pick the guy that you want to be with, is there back in your mind you go, I'm picking a man in expectation if something happens, but something's happened to us, he could protect me.
Yeah.
Do you think sometimes in that protection it could lead to death?
Sure.
So why do y'all try to separate it and it becomes disingenuous? Go, well, I'd expect him to protect me, but if it comes to giving his life up for me, that's where I draw the line. He doesn't have to give his life up for me.
He doesn't. That's a choice he made.
Okay. And this is what we're talking about. Expectations is expectation for me to obey to my parents, is expectations for me to have sex with my wife, is expectation for me to maintain a job so I can provide for you. I have a choice to not work, but that choice will come with consequences. Everybody knows it. So do I have a choice? No. Either I work and I provide, or you're going to find somebody that will. This is the illusion of choice. Y'all are saying that men have the option not to do it, but in reality we don't, because if we don't, we're going to get punished. It's like, Ferry, my employer is asking me, Ferry, you work here because you want to. You are on YouTube because you want to, right? I am. But if I do something that goes against whatever YouTube has going on, I have the opportunity and the chance to do it and the choice to do it, and they have the choice to send me to Rumble, right? So I actually don't have a choice. Either I follow TOS or I go to Rumble. It's the same thing with these conversations. Y'all pretend that men have actually a real choice to do it, when in reality, if there's a fire, most men will pick women and children first. If there's a war, most men will pick children. If I go to a burning building full of babies and I take a grown-up person, I have a choice. You know that, what's going to happen? Like, imagine that, like I saw this example on another show, right? Because people were talking about being pro-life, right? If there's a fertility clinic with 100 fertilized embryos, and there's 100 babies on another clinic on the other side of the road, and both of them are on fire, and I go and save the embryos instead of saving the kids, I'm going to be crucified. What the fuck are you doing? This is live babies. There's literally 100 of them, and you go save the clinic? That's stupid. I have the choice to go to the embryos. You are muted, Ali. I have the choice to go to the embryos, but that's ridiculous, because if I don't save those babies, I will be in a tremendous amount of trouble, because that's the logical thing to do. This is what y'all do with men a lot of times, is you didn't have to marry her, but if I didn't, she will leave me. You don't have to work and be full provider, but if she don't obey me. You don't have to be and listening to her, but if I don't, she's going to think I'm doing something wrong because I'm supposed to listen to you. All of these things that you have are expectations. And once we don't do it, y'all pretend we have a choice to not watch Housewives of Atlanta with you, but y'all be so upset if I start watching and you go to work, and then when you get home, I'm on season 7. Why didn't you watch it with me? Why didn't you wait? I wanted to see with you. This is the illusion of choice that we give us, is you have the choice to binge watch that shit while she's at work, but you know for a fact as soon as she gets home, you are going to be met with fire and brimstone, because you know for a fact that she wanted to watch that shit with you, so now you have a problem. This is the conversations that we don't have. And once is women, unfortunately, are going to gaslight you into telling you that you have a choice. You don't, sir. You have one role. Your roles are immovable. Either you do what is expected on the relationship as a man, or you will be replaced by somebody that would. That's all it is.
Imagine us having a live session like this. Like, we finally got it together. We had a meetup. Me, you, Chris, Deb, Fantastic, Ghosty, Jazz in the building, and the building collapses on fire. You were outside just getting something to drink. You run in, save me. We run back out. We go, hey man, we got to go back and get somebody else. And the camera's facing on the building, and we coming out with Fantastic big behind, like carrying them on each other, like, yo, what happened to everybody else? And we got Ali and Fantastic out. Chris and Deb, they was on their own. Imagine.
I know Ali make it worse. There was a case here in Portugal where there was people inside of a burning building. The woman went outside and saved a dog. A dog. She went outside. She got the dog and ran out. And the thing is, this is what we're talking about, is there's an expectation different from men and for women. Because if a man got inside of that motherfucking shit, and instead of saving the woman and children, he saved a dog, that man will be on it would be on TMZ, it would be on X, it would be trending as the most cowardice man in the planet because he put in a dog in front of a man or a woman or children. But that's the thing. Did he have a choice? Absolutely. But choices with men usually come with consequences. When women usually do choices, it usually come with, I'm just a girl.
So in my
I'm just a
city,
girl.
there was a case that's happened twice on the L. I'm in Philadelphia. A woman was being raped on the L from literally like the start of where to almost the end of the train ride. And
Sure.
it was filmed by multiple men from multiple angles, and literally nobody called the cops, and they posted it on TikTok.
Okay, so the question is, was she screaming, help, I'm being raped, or she was there, just there?
She was being raped, and they were filming
No,
her.
no, that's no. This is what we're going to do, right, Ghosty? Think about it.
I'm just saying, like,
No, go,
you
Ghosty.
act like,
No, one
I
second,
understand
Ghosty.
there's this weird
Ghosty, 1 second. We have to
Disney
have a conversation.
movie societal
No,
expectation
Ghosty,
on
please.
men.
Ghosty, no,
but, like,
Ghosty. We have to talk. If I get inside of a train and a man is kissing another man, right? I'll mind my business. If they're having sex with each other,
He had a
I'll mind my
knife,
business. No,
and she
1
was
second.
obviously being raped.
No, please, respectfully. If a man is having sex with another man, I will mind my business, and 99% of men are going to mind my business. That's what it is. If two men are fighting, most of the people on the train are going to mind their business. People on public transportation usually mind their business, be man or woman. When it's children, it becomes different. But the man gets into the train and he sees a man on top of the woman. He doesn't know if he's two crackheads fucking. He doesn't know if he's the woman. But if the woman is clearly on the side of distress, saying, help, 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 he's great. Are you telling me that's what was on that video?
Yes, yes, she was obviously in distress.
Hey,
Yes.
Ghosty, send me the link.
I
I'm
don't think
streamline this.
Hey,
I'm looking
send
at
me,
it. I'm
hey,
looking at it.
Ghosty, send me.
I'm looking at it right now.
I guarantee you, Ghosty, you are
put in the backtrack.
Ghosty, you are telling me that was several women around, several men around,
Yes.
and she was screaming, "Help! I'm being raped!" And the men were like, "No."
Nobody even called the police.
So you are going. So you are going to show.
Same way what happened with that lady on the
no.
bus?
Hey, Jack, no.
She stabbed her and nobody helped.
No. Do you know why you're wrong? Most of them didn't even notice. Most of them.
But even when they do
1 second,
notice-
please. If
but even
you
when they
look
do
at
notice,
if you look at the tape again, the man stabbed her once. It was not a multiple. He stabbed her once and he moved around, and even her was surprised. What the fuck? Like, why am I bleeding? So it was not a repeated thing. It was something that happened once. The guy moved around, and then they helped her. After the guy left, they actually went ahead and helped her. It was just too late. If this video exists of a man doing something in a train full of men, and she's screaming, "Help, please, I'm being this and that," and they are not doing nothing, I'll give it up to you. I don't think not even these YNs are going to change that dramatically. Not elder men and men of our age, not kids. I don't think nobody was sitting around. They probably sat around because they thought, oh, these are two crackheads or two people fucking on a train, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of a ridiculous situation, right? It's kind of like an absurd situation. People might get confused about it. But a woman on situation on distress, screaming and hollering, and nobody did nothing when there's men around, I don't believe it. I need to see it.
I won't believe it. I'll give you Ghosty. I'll give you benefit of doubt though, because
I'll give you the benefit of doubt too, but I need to see it.
Things are changing, but and you might be absolutely
but they are
right.
not changing
I
to this
I
point.
don't know if you can find the original video, but I don't think it's that bad. It's bad, but I don't think it's that bad yet. But it could be that bad now, to where if we got to a place where men are like, man, forget it. I ain't getting involved.
Yeah, that's what it is now, Ali.
But Jazz, if we're there, it's not unwarranted. It's the way women are maneuvering, the way women conduct themselves. They say they don't need
you're
us.
saying we don't deserve protection.
No. Oh yeah. No. There's women who don't deserve protection. No, that's what we just said already. Hey, Jazz, are women? You already know women ain't gonna come to our help and defense, right? And y'all saying this is a 50-50 society, right? So why, if y'all already agreed that it doesn't matter, we should just let it go. If a woman shouldn't have to be protected, if we shouldn't have to put our life on the line, that shouldn't be no conversation anymore. That's all I'm saying.
No, that's over because there's toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
A woman should know better. A woman is a queen and a princess and the
Yes.
empress. She should know better. So
And it's sexist. It's sexist for me to help you.
mansplaining.
It's hold on,
It's
Jack. It's
mansplaining for me to go in
Men
between
should know
you and
better
try
too.
to save you. It's
Men should
mansplaining. I
know
don't
better
want
too. If men knew better, if we all knew better, we probably wouldn't have a reason to protect men or women from other men if more men knew better.
Yeah, but that y'all doing it again. Okay, 99% of men don't abuse women, aren't dangerous to women, and are deterrents. Okay, for the violent men. Y'all always talk about this shit and not understand that it's only 1% of men that are terrorizing everybody. Human beings, be it man or woman.
Is that true?
Yes,
Yes.
it's true.
And it's men doing something to other men. When
Only
something like that.
1% of
Hold on,
men
Jazz.
are abusing
Hey, Jazz.
women.
When men do that, it's
less
men who
than
are reacting.
1%.
It's not women who reacting. It's men
actually
reacting.
lower.
Hold on, let me
It's
see.
actually
It's
lower.
less than
It's
1%.
it's
less
actually
than
lower.
1%.
It's actually one
It's
second,
much
friends.
lower.
It's
It's
actually
point
lower than
something.
that because
But it's
1%.
always
One second, Jess. 1% will be 1% in 100. Most societies, violent crimes is like 17 in 100,000. So it's
Yeah.
0.00. Like it's a very, very small number of men that do a tremendous amount of damage.
The only reason I brought that example up was because Fatty was also bringing up like the extreme examples. Like we can bring up extreme examples on both sides. That's the only reason I brought that up.
Hey, Ghosty, do I look sexy doing this? No, I just fucking.
Who's like abused?
Oh, in 2022
great,
there
Patty.
were in 2022 there
I'm
were
trying.
170,000 male female violating sexual offenders. There are 340 million people in America. In order for it to be 1%, it would have to be 3 million.
Yes.
Okay?
It's 0.000 something. Yes.
It's still
it's
prevalent
less than
though,
1%.
right? Like
No. Oh my God, Ghosty.
You say what?
It's prevalent because there's so many people that murderers and things are going to happen in society.
It's
But
We
obviously
it's not prevalent at all.
Ghost-
it's a
Ghosty,
severe
we-
minority
Ghosty.
of men, but abuse and sexual assault is prevalent
no.
in our society.
No, it's
No,
not
it's not.
prevalent.
You can't
Oh my
say
God.
that.
Ghosty, oh my God.
No, no, that's the
Do
point.
we
He just
all
made.
know
Stop
multiple people who have been abused?
Okay, go
By-
Hey, Ghosty,
And I'm
I
talking
know
about
multi-
men too.
and
like,
Ghosty, and I know
you're
multiple
arguing-
people that got in car accidents. That doesn't make
Yeah,
it
what-
prevalent. Most people
Yeah,
will
it's not
die
prevalent.
sleeping.
car
Most people die
accidents are
sleeping.
prevalent.
No.
No, they're not.
Fatal car accidents are rare.
Yeah,
It's
But
so
they're-
rare.
Just because something
you
is
have
a
billion-
minority of people,
No.
because there's
No, no,
billions of
Ghosty.
people in the country, doesn't mean it's not
No, go-
something
go-
that's
Ghosty.
happening
not
often.
prevalent.
Ghosty,
It's
how
not
It
many
still
prevalent.
happens
Ghosty.
often.
No,
It's common
Ghosty,
enough
no.
to be.
Ghosty, can you
It's
talk for a
common
second?
enough to be a problem that we
Ghosty,
need
can
to
you
be
talk for-
addressed.
this talk- no, yeah, but talk. Oh, yes, absolutely. We have to address it, right? But that's the thing. If I sit on a bus stop and I see thousands of cars passing by, I'll stay there from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. What is the probability that I see a fatal crash? I stay there for a month, 2 months. What is the probability that I see a fatal crash sitting on that bus stop for 12 hours every day? It's rare. Like most people drive 1,000 times before even they get one little accident, let alone a fatal one. So even though it exists in society, it's very safe to actually drive a car, to catch a plane, and to do all things, even though it might happen here
Right,
and there.
yeah.
Like sexual assault is the same thing. It's
Yeah,
not
exactly.
prevalent. It
Even-
just exists in small pockets. That's what
I
it
mean,
is.
it's just like if you know.
Unless you think, unless you think,
oh,
unless you think sexual assault is me grabbing your ass. If that's
No,
what you like, we're talking about seeing things that are severe, attempts of rape, like
yeah.
things that are like on an extreme part of society. If you are talking about those, is extremely rare. If you're talking about you,
I wouldn't say extremely.
somebody.
I wouldn't say extremely.
Hey, Ghosty,
It's
hey,
less than
Ghosty,
1%.
hold on,
We
hold
just
on,
gave you
Ghosty.
the numbers.
Hold
You're
on,
arguing math at this
hold on,
point.
hold on.
No,
Hey,
I mean,
Ghosty,
if you
Ghosty,
talk to
Ghosty, hold on,
women,
Ghosty.
I think it's like
Ghosty. If I
1
say
in
that
4.
if I say less than 1%
No.
of the population goes on vacations, is vacations prevalent for most of society?
No.
No, but if 1 in 4 women have experienced attempted rape within their or extreme sexual assault in their life,
Yeah,
that's pretty
that stat is
Again,
not
and
that
prevalent.
stat is a manufacturer stat.
That's a survey, and again, that's a survey.
you
Hold
move
on.
to go-
That is a survey, right? And again, I'm not saying that all women are lying, but all women are surely not telling the truth. So if I could just ask any fucking random woman, and a woman can make a claim of thing when we clearly have known cases of women lying on men doing shit to them, i.e., what's buddy name? Talil, the shit that just recently happened, to where a woman will lie on a man and say he did something to her sexually to sexually violate her. Again, not saying that all women do, but some women do. So the only thing that we can go by is the actual data of recorded, arrests, offenses, and all these different things. This is another thing y'all do. Just like
women in general, though.
I'm almost done, Ghosty. Just like the whole femicide shit is a joke. Femicide is a lie. Femicide is not motherfucking real. It's not. Men die at 4 times.
In our country.
Men die at 4 times the rate. Even in the countries I've done the research with the highest fucking cases of it, men die at 4 times the fucking rate.
Yeah, but you know what femicide means? Femicide is being killed because you're a woman.
And that's the point. You can prove that.
Hold on. Now, Ghosty, tell me, how can you prove that a man killed that woman just because she's a woman?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Tell me.
You could look at, I don't know, text messages,
Yeah,
evidence.
You don't know. You just say you don't know. You don't know.
Investigations are very complex. It's not as simple.
Bullshit is what I'm telling you.
You just say you don't know.
Anytime a woman suffers from domestic violence, it's because she's a woman. No, it's because fucking men, and some men beat women. Some men beat men. It's some shit that happened in a relationship, and he's not beating her because he's a woman.
I know tons of women, and I know tons of men. I know lots of women, and I know lots of men who have both been in abusive relationships by their partners.
Okay,
because they're abusive.
This is a prevalent problem.
Ghosty, no, not now, Ghosty, right?
It's common enough where most people know somebody.
And again, that's another thing too that's not that common. Again, we got 347 million people in America, and you got less than fucking 10 million cases of fucking domestic violence. It's not even 20%.
20% is a lot.
It's not, and it's not a lot. So Ghosty, if I owe you $100, you go. If I owe you $100, you gonna take 20?
That's literally not what I'm. That's irrelevant.
Yeah, I know it's not, because what you're saying don't make a lot of sense.
I'm not arguing that abuse is the majority of cases by any means. I'm saying it's a common enough issue to pretend that it's extremely rare. I think is silly.
It is extremely rare. Listen, Ghosty, if there are 300 million people in the country, half of those are adults.
There are billions of people.
Thank you, and there's not even a billion cases of fucking domestic violence or female murders. A billion people don't die per year.
Okay, how do you know about that? Because most people don't report it, and blah 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 blah. It could just be a survey and everything, blah 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 blah. Right? So you can't go off of your data either.
Fantastic. Just ask her. Fantastic. Ask her about the babies, fam. If that means that women just deleting children because they're babies, right? They are
babies
killing kids because they're
born
babies,
human.
Right? I didn't act. No, I'm talking about a baby. Forget the abortions. The kids 0 to 1. When the women are all these women killing their children, they're killing them because they're children, right?
Yeah, infanticide, exactly.
Right?
Yeah, that happens.
No. So the women are killing them because are the women killing them because they're babies?
Because they're babies?
Are they getting rid of the kids just because they're kids is what we're saying? No, they're not killing the kids.
No, fantastic. Don't help, fantastic. No, I asked her. So they're killing these women that are killing their kids are killing them just because they're babies.
Kind of. If they were a teenager, they probably wouldn't do it.
What? No. Hold on. I'm asking for the women. I'm asking for the women specifically, not teenagers. When a woman kills a baby, is she killing the baby because it's a baby?
Yeah, she doesn't want the baby.
No. Oh my God. No. Ghosty.
Yo.
Or it's like postpartum, but it's a baby and she wants to get rid of it.
Ghosty, 1 second. A lot of these women have a gigantic problem, chemical imbalance on their brain.
Postpartum.
So they will act on the closest thing to them, which is a baby.
Yes.
Right? They will break a broom in a teenager face. They will slap a 10-year-old. The baby is just more frail. They're not killing the kid or because he's a kid. They are doing it because they're mentally unbalanced and they're fucked up. So now they're doing things to the closest thing to them not because he's a baby, but because he's the closest thing to them. I guarantee you, I guarantee you, they mistreat dogs. I guarantee you, they mistreat cats. I guarantee, like, this
Okay,
is what
so are you
happens.
saying that people like Elliot Rodger, like the incels
No,
who
no, 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 no.
specifically want to harm women, like that's just not a thing?
No,
You're
one
just trying
second,
to-
please. 1 second. What I'm saying
You're
is
just trying to
this.
create a narrative
What
now.
I'm saying is this.
Well,
There's
he's
let
saying
me
that
finish, please.
femicide
Go-
doesn't
go-
exist.
let me-
It
go- let me
does
finish,
exist.
please.
I'm not even saying.
Go,
I'm
let
not
me
saying.
finish,
I
please.
never said femicide
I got
is
you.
prevalent.
Okay, let me finish. I'm just saying this,
It's a
Ghosty.
thing, though.
Ghosty. There's clearly some serial killers that go after women. We don't deny that.
Right.
But that's a small minority.
Right.
What
I agree with that.
what actually happens is crimes by proximity means me and you are cousins, me and you are husband and wife, me and you are dad and son, me and you are colleagues, and we fuck each other up, not because you are a woman and I'm a man, or I'm tall or you're short, but because we are in proximity with each other.
No,
So
I
if-
think
let me Ghosty, please don't do that to me.
Okay, I disagree though.
So if I get home and my woman is in the bed with Fantastic and I delete my woman, I didn't delete her because she's a woman. I deleted her because she committed the biggest betrayal on me.
I agree.
And you know, and let me go see. And you know where that woman goes? To the family, to the
Thank you.
femicide
Femicide.
statistics,
Anytime
because
a
they
man
are going
kills
to
a
say
woman is what we're
she
saying.
got killed because she's a woman. No, she didn't got killed because she was a woman. She got killed because she was betraying me. If I was
And she
homosexual,
happened to be a woman.
if I was homosexual and there was two men, I will kill somebody. There will not be a mamicide. It's just the man deleting the man because he's a crime.
You
because
agree
he's a
though that there
homosexual.
are men that specifically target women for being
Yes,
women and kill
yes,
them, right?
yes, yes, I
Okay,
agree,
that
but
by
I'm-
definition
yeah.
is
Yeah,
femicide.
no,
So
yes,
let me
I agree,
fix it,
but that's the point. Just like the
And it's
sexual
not
assault,
common.
just like the sexual assault statistics that
That's
are
what we're
inflated
saying.
because you are putting there a lot of things that, in my opinion, shouldn't be considered the end all be all. I'm saying the same thing. Let me give you just one example so you actually understand these goals. And sorry, Mr. Fantastic, okay? Y'all can carry the show for the rest of it on the second segment. You know that if in Portugal, that doesn't exist. You guys have a sexual offender registry, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
If I pee outside and I get caught, I go to that list, right?
If you're outside of school or anything around a
Yes,
school
let's
zone,
go. I'm on a park, like very close
Yes.
to a school.
Yes.
I get on that shit, right? So if I was talking about a stat and I said there's 40% of this area that there's sexual offenders, because I go on the registry and there's 40% of people that are on the registry, but then I found out that 90% of those are just people that were they had to pee somewhere and they pissed on the street. The stat is manufactured because we know what sexual assault and what comes to my mind when we talk about sexual
You
assault.
can actually click on them and see what they were convicted of.
Absolutely, but that's the thing. I guarantee you, me, Mr. Fantastic, and Ali was grow before. Guarantee you, ass,
Wait,
chest, grow, the growth,
Yeah.
like
I
right.
agree.
I guarantee you. I guarantee you. Like I used to do bouncing on a nice club. Woman will grab my ass all the time.
I think that's a prevalent issue. I agree.
Yeah, but you know how many sexual assaults that's on the statistics? 0. And I wouldn't.
So
actually,
sexual assault is actually more prevalent than what the statistics show.
No,
yes, I agree.
No, ghosty. And I would never consider that sexual assault because to me is a disrespect to women and men that actually get raped by their uncles, by their friends and all that. So mixing these two statistics, somebody grab Ali ass and somebody try to take that behind the barn and try to do something to her. So are two things that are very different in nature, but we're putting them together to inflate the numbers so we can get more budget, so we can get more money, so we can go now and do these things.
The majority of those cases aren't put in those numbers, though, right? Like,
So Ghosty, even if we multiply that times 10, Ghosty, I just told you, I just gave you. If you multiply that times 10, which would be an astronomical, unbelievable thing in statistics, okay, you still get right at 1 million. That's still not 1%, Ghosty.
Okay,
Still
well,
not
all
1%.
I know is that in my life and in everybody, like the majority of people I've ever talked to, is they have all know somebody, usually multiple people, if not themselves, that this shit happens to, whether it be abuse or sexual assault. And to me, that makes it prevalent of enough issue.
Hey, fellas and ladies, any one of y'all had sex while you're drunk? Anyone in life? Any time that you drank too much and you had sex with your partner? Anybody? There, but you
Yeah.
muted.
Yeah. Everybody on the panel.
Everybody, all of us
Everybody
were raped. 100%. 100% of the people on the chat. There's 400 people watching. 100% of this panel were raped because when you drink, you can establish consent. So you were raped. You see what I'm saying? I can legally make the number that I want just for the fact that I know the rules and regulations of what is considered rape. But we are not going to do that, Ghosty, because there's a disservice to people that actually went through that.
Right. And I'm not talking about that, but okay.
Sure. You know what, Ghosty? Can I play a video for you?
Sure.
It's time for some super chats.
Ghosty thought I was going to do her dirty. She was like, "You can play the video, fatty."
She was ready to. She looked that way, like, okay.
She was
go
ready to go. She was like, "Hey, friends, thank you very much once again for y'all support. Thank you once again, Bob Works, for the $2. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for the Miss Doris for the $10 on my side and $10 on Ali's side too. Thank you so much, Miss Doris. And thank you very much, Valerie, for the $10. I appreciate you, Valerie. Our Cash App and PayPal is feeling a little bit empty, okay, friends? So please, if you're watching the show and you're enjoying the show, please support. I know y'all spend all y'all money on champagne and bunnies and all these things for y'all women.
Women.
But y'all woman, hey, y'all woman, I know y'all have money. I know y'all didn't spend your money yesterday, so you better pay. You better pay to play, friends. And you all already know you can support the Hamburger Fund, the New Earth Ali Fund on the on and only Team 38 and Ali.
Hey, baby, if you're feeling a fatty, hit that like, smash subscribe, and bless the Cash App at $Team38. Like the video, hit subscribe, and show love to Ali at $Ilkan.
Hey, you know what's funny? Look at this. Hey, Jazz. It's not all men, but it's always a man. Hey, Jazz. Hey, Jazz. Who was recruiting for Jeffrey Epstein? Huh? Who was getting this woman? Who is on not maximum security, but walking around trying to get a plea deal from the... Come on, Jazz.
Well, is she talking about the sexual assault stuff or the violent stuff? Because I did hear her say that she chimed in when she was talking about when we were talking about the fights stuff before the sexual stuff.
Oh, sure. Is sex trafficking and kid rape and mutilation and pedophilia violent crimes?
Yeah, I know. I don't know what she was referring to, but there are, to be fair, there are a lot of really violent women that attack men too.
Yes. So we should stop. It's a moot point when it becomes less than 1%. Like Fantastic was saying, though, it's less than 1% a year of violent crimes committed onto anybody. So most men and women aren't violent towards each other.
Nope. There's an island called Epstein Island, so everybody that lives on the island is a rapist. Let's go with the super chats real quick, and then we go to the main event. This is going to be quick. That's what she said. 7 pumps and we're good to go. Friends, I have news for y'all. I actually last more than 7 pumps. I last 27. Okay? Trying to get my best. 27 was the best I could do. I will try more when I'm a little bit slimmer, okay? I'm trying to get there. Thank you very much. So, SQB says, we bike.
Cha-ching.
Thank you very much. We have the lovely Doris in the building, the Untouchable Matriarch with 1 Untouchable membership.
The Untouchable Empire, baby.
I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Doris with another membership.
The Untouchable Empire, baby.
Thank you so much, Doris. I appreciate you. Luo, the duo. Don't put expectations on people, but want a monogamous relationship.
Cha-ching.
Thank you very much, my brother. The Rick with the 5 Untouchable memberships. Thank you very much,
Untouchable Empire, baby.
We appreciate you. Zero Fallout comes in and says, Woman's top 5 love movies are the woman cheating on the good man, like Rose, Ghosty, Wood, Og, All the Room on the Door. They say they don't like abusive people, but the most best-selling book novel is 50 Shades of Grey. Again, we believe in woman. We believe in woman. We believe in all woman. Zero Fallout. Sniper. It says woman's top 5. Love. Oh, I already read this one. Thank you very much, my brother. We appreciate you. Zero Fallout back again, and it says name one great works woman has made over 500 years. 5,000 years for love. Woman complain about their broken heart. We are the true romantic, sir. Cap, look at all the women who fled Ukraine. Ain't no regret in those ladies. Women are naturally selfish. It helped them survive being conquered. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. We have SQB's back at it again. It says 28 weeks later, the husband left the wife because of the infected, had her surrounded, and she survived. It has to be an exception to the rule. Thank you so much. It comes back again. It says, if you're surrounded by zombies, good luck. Oh, shit. What happened on anybody walking? Hey, Ghosty, did you watch Walking Dead?
No.
Damn, anybody watch Walking Dead?
We just finished Fallout 2 last night, though.
I did, but when the dude hit Glenn in the head, I was done with it.
No, Ali. First episode. What happened when Rick's wife thought he was dead?
She got impregnated by his best friend.
As soon as the zombie apocalypse happened and they thought Rick was dead, she said, you know what? If he can take care of me, somebody will. And then when Rick came back and he was alive,
Nigga, you beat my ass 10 times, nigga. I'm gonna get back up. But I promise you, nigga, when the opportunity present itself again, nigga, I'm gonna shine, nigga. In a real way, nigga.
Wait, but who's writing these stories? All the love triangles and stuff? Who are writing these? Because there are actual female actresses that are starting to be like, look, I'm not playing this role if you're giving me like a love triangle shit. Like, I'm over it.
How about this movie? There was a football player who was impregnated. His wife was impregnated while he was alive by the jiu-jitsu instructor. How about that one? That's not a movie. That's real life.
That's Walt Disney. I saw that shit.
Crazy. That's real life.
He has to be written by
Fatty, while he was still alive.
I'm saying if men are writing these stories.
Hey, who wrote Harry Potter? Who made that man with no nose go after Harry Potter for 8 movies? Who did that shit? J.K. Rowling.
Was there cheating in that movie?
J.K. Rowling.
She's
violent.
That
man was abused. He was literally being bullied.
How about Johnny Depp? What was his woman was abusing him?
No, she wasn't.
How about Johnny Depp's woman? How about Johnny Depp's woman?
Yeah,
no, that's not a story. That's real life.
My channel started covering Johnny Depp. Yes,
James Franco, bringing him in his house, camera in the elevator. Like, how about her?
Ellen Musk too.
I literally hate Amber Heard. That's how my channel started. Was covering.
Oh shit! Hey,
Ghosty.
Is Johnny Depp a good man?
Yes, I love Johnny Depp.
Is Amber Heard the bad woman?
Yes, she's the most evil.
So can you say,
ever.
repeat with me, all women suck?
No.
Oh. Okay.
I will not.
Checkmate, check. No, I'm kidding. Carl Anderson with a 5. Hey, shout out to my boy Carl Anderson. I appreciate you.
The Untouchable Empire, baby.
Thank you very much. 5.
Hey, Ghosty, was Johnny Depp like a celebrity crush or something?
No, I watched Pirates of the Caribbean when I was a kid, but no, I wasn't even like a Johnny Depp fan. Actually, watching the trial made me more of a fan of him.
Who wrote Pirates of the Caribbean?
I don't know.
Man, you're welcome.
Probably, yeah. Probably.
Now we're going to everything a man does. We're going to say, welcome. You got it from us. 30K. Thank you so much for the 5 memberships, my brother. We appreciate you. Thank you. We have 30K saying 1 month strong. Look at you, 30K.
Oh, Lord.
Zero Fallout with a $10 ball says, ladies today are not worth the biggest sacrifice. Your value to society is more than ours. You are a tax positive woman, are a tax deficit on society. Most likely, she will bear it another leech or crook. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. We have 4 more to go. SQ says, don't do it, L. Save her, and she will have moved on before they laid you in the ground. Yeah, that's with me. Shout out to Dr. Devil Dog in the building. With a $20 ball. It says, great convo. I'm proud of you. Jess, I see you putting in work. Fatty Ali and Fake Ali. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Jess is getting better. I think Jess is getting a little better. She's a little bit more she tries to engage a little bit more. I'll give her that. And Ghosty too. Shout out to Ghosty. Until Angry Man pulls up. SQB is in the building. Says most are trolling. Jazz, the internet is in a real place. I would kind of side with that. Chad the Dragon TV, my brother, with the One Untouchable membership.
The Untouchable Empire, baby.
Appreciate you. Jabroni in the building saying, look up domestic abuse, social experiment videos, and see how the man defend the woman when they are being abused. Nobody defends man. However, a bunch of videos like that. A bunch of videos on the internet. The lovely Valerie pulled up and says, hello, everybody. Aww. Thank you very much, Valerie. I appreciate you being here. We have Jim Rat in the building.
Cha-ching.
I'm an electrician and I see a woman on the job site doing no hard labor. They're watching us do the while they walk around with tight jeans cleaning all day. Aww. Damn. And finally, last but not least, the sponsor of the show, 077 Smooth, saying great topic with a $50 baller. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Cha-ching.
So, friends, Ali, how many members do you need now? You're muted.
14.
14 members on Ali's side. I need 8 members on my side, and the Cash App and the PayPal are not full. They're $40 where we need 160 to go. Okay, friends?
Sahara.
What'd you say?
It's dry as the Sahara. Not Sarah.
Sarah. That's wow. 10, 20. Whoa, 30, 32. So, friends, let's go to the main event. Spider-Man. 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 Let's put the ladies that have been quiet for a while up here. Okay. Thank you, Shadow Dragon, for starting the train. Go ahead and send some memberships. If your name is in gray, become a member, friends. It's just a Netflix subscription. We are going to be okay. Okay. So, Tobey Maguire, the first Spider-Man. This man got a 20-year-old girlfriend while he's 50. Okay? And of course, the conversation, the internet, just like they do with Leonardo DiCaprio, went crazy, right? I want to do a statement and then I want to ask a question. Nobody's going to stop Spider-Man from doing shit. So y'all can cry all y'all want. I want to see you stop Spider-Man. Go try to do it. See what happens to y'all. So what you tell the internet is irrelevant, because if Spider-Man wants a 20-year-old, he's going to get a 20-year-old. Go try to figure out, go try to stop him. Right? This is the statement. The question. If a 50-year-old man dates a 20-year-old woman, is that predatory or just preference? Let me start with Christian Deb, and then we go to Ghosty and the fellas. 50-year-old dating a 20-year-old, is it predatory? Yes or no? And why?
It's a preference. She's 20. She's grown.
50 and 20.
Yep.
50 and 19.
She's still grown. That's
15 and 18.
She's still grown.
50 and 17, 354 days.
That is illegal. She's still a minor.
No, the age of consent in a lot of states is actually 16, most of them.
Is it?
Yes.
In my opinion, well, I wasn't aware of that, but in my opinion, until you're 18 and older, not saying that you're mature enough to be in a relationship like that, but you're still legal to be able
Why
to-
not 25 when the frontal lobe, whatever, is fully developed and people are fully grown-ups? Why the 18 number?
Well, if I'm speaking for a woman's perspective, you know,
Mhm.
I understand why a gentleman would want somebody much younger. But for women, for some women, they tend to be attracted to more mature men. And a lot of times when women date men that are closer to their age, those men don't have enough experience or intelligence and leadership skills. And they might still be a little on the mature end. And sometimes women mature faster than men do. So I can understand why a younger woman would want to date an older man.
Deb, is 15-year-old man dating a 20-year-old man is predatory?
No,
Why you say that?
because 20 is old enough. You've been an adult for 2 years.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Is there any condition where you think a 20-year-old being with a 6-year-old or 50-year-old would be predatory?
No. If they weren't of sound mind, like if they didn't, you know, I don't know.
I actually always wonder this. Can autistic people give consent?
Autistic people?
Yeah, like a 24-year-old, like autistic or mentally not all the way there. Can they give consent?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not. I don't have experience with it, but I don't.
Once they're adults, it can give consent once they're adults and they're established to be, because there's some people that get married that are beyond autistic, like, you know, so people with, but yeah, it's definitely you know, I guess taboo. But
Why
yeah,
you smirk?
Do they have to have a guardian though?
Why you smirk? Why you smirk?
No, they have to be.
You think this funny, fantastic?
Of course it is. It's fucking hilarious. Hilarious.
Man, he's smirking like, look.
It's this show, American show. They'll know. It's called In the Heat of the Night, and it's a clip going around of where this dude was like, she was 18, and he said she was retarded.
That's great. I actually don't know the laws in my country. I have to actually check it out because I always wonder if you are not fully developed mentally and you are 30, do you have to ask your parents,
you know
hey,
what's crazy?
mom?
Yeah, some
Fatty,
people
they're
take
women. They're
advantage.
women that. Well, yeah, of course, but they're women that have, you know, specifically like Down syndrome, and they advocate for that because a lot of people defend them, and they're like, hey, you don't know what's going on, and you can't whatever, and they say no, yeah, I may be, you know, but
we should do a show about this shit and get canceled again.
That's, I mean,
we should do a show on this.
No, but there's different degrees
Interesting
of
conversation.
there's different degrees of autism. In fact, there's some people that have autism you would not even know have autism.
Yeah, like I'm not talking about the Elon Musk, the Asperger shit, right? That motherfucker be fucking. I'm talking about the candy.
Like the people that there's people that I like. Remember, I work with.
I'm talking about Ali Forrest Gump. Great example.
He can give consent.
But that's predatory.
No, he's not predatory.
That's crazy. I love these little box of chocolates. That's not predatory.
They are
Get
much more
the fuck out of here. That shit is so predatory. It's not even funny.
Well, I guess that's why he now, man. I ain't gonna.
That's
go
why
with
I'm asking. Like he took her back.
No. So I worked in
Yes.
I worked in mental health 15 years. For 5 years, I worked with severe adults with severe autism, and those adults can't give consent. Like their autism was so severe that it wouldn't be taking advantage of somebody. But there's a lot of adults who have like certain level of autism where that you wouldn't even know they have autism.
And how do you measure? That's the thing. You have to go to the doctor. Hey, doctor,
Yeah.
I want to have sex with this woman, and she's a little bit special.
No.
And they say, oh, let's measure how special she is. And then there's
No, there's other ways.
I'm making jokes. Hey, people with autism are awesome. I'm just saying that's kind of a legitimate conversation to say that it's kind of abusive, kind of predatory.
But you might be thinking more of Down syndrome than autism.
I don't know the difference between both.
Oh, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that's why you know.
Okay, let's do this. Which one is the one that has the funny face?
Down syndrome.
He thought it was autism.
Okay, so autism is more cognitive, right?
Yeah,
Down syndrome
autism, they don't have a look or anything.
You don't have a
Down
look.
syndrome, they all got the same.
That's why
face.
I think you trying to go more down the Down.
I know. I didn't know. So people that look like my baby Tyranny are the Down syndrome, not the
Chill
autism.
out. You said it, but yeah, she's a half a chromosome away.
She said she loves me. I love her back. Tyranny, if you're watching this, I love you. I want you back. Right? So those people, they are the ones that can consent, probably, right?
They usually can.
The Down syndrome.
Yeah, that's the ones that advocate the most, because even with that, it's like different levels. But with them, the same thing. Anything at most mental challenges or whatever, it's levels.
Y'all going to hell. Y'all seen I Am Sam?
No, I'll
Daddy going to hell. You seen I Am Sam?
I'm not. You know, I'm not. Hey, people with Down syndrome are cool as fuck. Like when I was working outside, every time I saw like a kid or like a young adult with autism, like those are lovely people. They hugging their parents and walking around and smiling and shit. They scream a little bit too much, but they actually well behaved. The thing is, I don't think I ever saw like a grown adult with that shit. Like, is that like a limit on their lifespan or something like that?
They do have a short Down syndrome and high levels of autism usually have a shorter lifespan. Like they're lucky if they get into their 30s sometimes.
Yeah, because I only saw like one dude probably on his 40s or 50s once. Like other than that, usually it's very like young people or like young adults that are on this shit. So
y'all ever seen The Ringer? Terrible what they did. Terrible. So it's a guy. So I'm gonna tell you what it's about. It's a guy.
Is that the movie?
It's a guy that's pretending he has Down syndrome to get.
Hey, that's crazy. Wait, what?
It's a movie about It's about
no. Wait 1 second. Go ahead.
It's a movie about a dude pretending he got Down syndrome to get with the woman who trains and helps the guys with Down syndrome. So he runs track and he like beats everybody, but he acts like he got Down syndrome to get with the woman. So y'all gotta watch it. The bad part about it is majority of the actors who act like they had Down syndrome in the movie don't actually have Down syndrome.
That's crazy.
So everybody was pretending to have Down syndrome in the movie, but most of them didn't have Down. Y'all gotta. You know who it is? Johnny Knoxville was the
from Jackass.
He's the star of the movie.
Stop.
Fatty, go watch it tonight. But I thought they were going to ban that movie, but that movie's horrible. That movie's horrible. That movie's horrible. But yeah, Johnny Knoxville is the star of the movie.
Oh man!
But that movie is hilarious. Like it's funny. It's like a comedy though. Like comedy's point is to be funny. So. The point of it is being funny, but I'm telling y'all, that movie's evil. And I mean, it's funny. But
I thought man stopped on the Let Me Be Gay so I can.
Nah.
That's crazy, man. Is that a comedy or is it a drama?
It's a comedy, but the fact they would never let nobody make that comedy today. It came out right near the end of time where in the 90s where you could still make certain type of movies. They would not let nobody make that anymore. But everybody's acting like they got Down syndrome in the movie. And you know when Robert Downey Jr. and Tropic Thunder said never go full all the way, that's what Sean Penn did, and it hurt his career because he went full. In the movie I Am Sam, he's a dad
I don't think they hurt his career. Sean Penn literally was on the last movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. But he did a great job.
It hurt his career, man. He wasn't the same after that. And Robert Downey Jr. was not. Have you seen Radio?
Nope.
Don't watch.
Not Robert. You mean Cuba Gooding Jr.
No, I said Cuba. Did I say Robert Downey Jr.?
I saw that. Radio is the movie that is the American football, right?
Yeah.
Shit.
Hey, I'm not even. Hey, I will say this. Please don't judge me, man. I'm not going to say, man.
Yeah, don't say it, Pat. Yeah, don't say it. But that movie, it ruined his career. He went the same after that. And when Sean Penn did I Am Sam was a guy with Down syndrome that had a kid. And he was taking care of the kid who played in she's a very great actress. The girl who played in Man on Fire. She was a little girl in that movie.
Lupita. Not Lupita. What's the name? What's the name of the little girl?
I think her name was Lupita. Her name was
something.
No, not Lupita.
Not Dakota Fanning, is it?
Not Dakota Fanning.
Yes,
y'all.
yes.
Thank you, fantastic. Lupita is the girl that.
Lupita. I think it was her name on the movie. It wasn't a real name.
Yes, but he played a guy down who had a kid, and they were trying to keep him. I think it was based on a true story too, but he wanted to raise his daughter. They say he was incapable. It was sad, boy. Hey, it's a tearjerker though. They say he was incapable of raising his daughter.
That's crazy. On a serious note, I don't want to talk about this today. So I know I'm going to lose control. I had so many great days lately. I don't want to be sick tomorrow. Ghosty, 50 years old, is he predatory or not?
I think in some situations it definitely can be predatory. In this I do think Hollywood is a little bit different. What?
Why is he different then?
I think lots of people who grow up in Hollywood and are trying to be actors and stuff, they're not necessarily more mature, but they're a little bit, they're raised in a more adult world from a younger age, and also they understand, like Tom Holland. Is that who we're talking about? Or no?
No.
Sorry, I get this. Tobey Maguire.
No. Ghosty, how old are you before we start?
I'm 30.
Yeah, you should know better.
I'm sorry, Tobey Maguire.
You better put some respect on the original Spider-Man.
And Leonardo DiCaprio. These are like millionaire, very famous people that like there is like a trade-off. Whereas like a regular 50-year-old guy going after a 20-year-old is like a little weird to me. And even in this situation, I still think it's weird. But it's like, she's a model, she's grown up like around these celebrities and stuff. She understands she's dating a celebrity. It's a little different. I still think it's weird.
Can I ask you just a little question, Ali? Just like a follow-up, very quick, right? Why would the person so liberal as you, that is for gay marriage, is for alternative lifestyles, is for OnlyFans models, like is for everything, that like, why do you put the line there? See what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
why would that, like, a woman can do anything and everything with her body, gay people can have sex with each other, woman can be sluts, everything can happen, but you cross the line in a 20-year-old dating a 50-year-old. Like, why would the line be there?
Because they're just not on the same mental level. And also most 50-year-olds are specifically dating 20-year-olds for one thing. And it's usually a sexual thing.
Sure, and most 20-year-olds are dating
50-year-olds
50-year-olds for one thing, which is money.
And sex.
Potentially, or they are misled into a situation that they think is genuine that isn't always genuine.
So what is a 20-year-old man when he dates a 50-year-old woman trying to date for?
I don't know. I also think that's very weird.
How can you say you don't know? You just said you knew why the 20-year-old is dating the 50-year-old typically. It's for one thing.
No, I said I understand why the 50-year-old is dating the 20-year-old is for one thing.
Why is the 50-year-old woman dating the 20-year-old man?
Oh, you're asking about the 50-year-old woman? Why is she? I thought you were asking about the 20-year-old.
Yes,
man.
why is she?
She's dating him probably for the same thing. She wants a young sex object thing.
So she's being predatory towards a 20-year-old too? He doesn't want sex too?
I mean, he might, but he might not know, as he like doesn't know better in all. Like,
So why are we on? Okay, so what is a 20-year-old woman?
Because lots
Is
of
it-
times these older people are misleading them into thinking they actually like care about this person, want a genuine relationship, when really they're just looking for like a hot young person. And often it can be predatory, where it's a weird desire for young, like they want to go as young as they legally can.
Yeah, that's what we used to think a 20-year-old woman was looking for too, but she's looking for a good time. She's looking for somebody to spend money on her as well too. She's
And
looking
that
for
is
a
the
come-up.
case, which is why in some cases,
so why is it predatory?
which is why I think Hollywood is a little bit different, because some of these younger women understand, like, okay, well, this is fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. He's like a celebrity. He's super rich. Like, I know what I'm getting into. Whereas with like a regular person, sometimes they mislead them into thinking like they genuinely love them when they're just using them for sex or for a weird fetish.
So you're saying a 20-year-old woman is dealing with a 50-year-old man for love?
Sometimes, yeah.
Most times. We're not talking about something. So you know what I like when we had these conversations? You'll turn the minority to a majority, but I'm asking about this time. Are most 20-year-old women dealing with the 50-year-old man for love or money?
I can't tell you that. I honestly am not.
You can't tell me that now. Here we go again.
Well,
Hey,
I'm
Deb.
not sure, genuinely.
I know, it's okay. I know. But you just told me what you were sure of this whole time. You said the guy was being you can tell me the 50-year-old wants sex, but you can't tell me the 20-year-old wants money. Why do you know what the 50-year-old wants, but you don't?
I said in some cases it happens. I don't know what the majority is.
Hold on. You're 30 years old, so you were 20 before, but you can tell me what a 50-year-old wants, but you're not fit. You never been 50. So why can't you tell me what a 20-year-old woman would want, but you can't tell me what that 50-year-old? You can tell me what a 50-year-old man that you're
because
not.
not everybody is
can
the
tell me what he wants.
same, so it's different.
No,
right?
I'm asking you. That's not what I asked you. That's not what
So
I
I
asked you.
can't
Why
tell you
can
what the
tell?
majority is.
Why can you tell the world what a 50-year-old man wants that you never been? That he just wants sex. You can tell us that, but you can't tell us.
I
that
said
a
in lots of
20-year-old
cases. Yeah.
In most cases, I'm gonna say again. Why can't you tell us that a 20-year-old woman that you've been before doesn't want money from this guy? Why you don't know that?
Because lots of these men aren't even that super rich. So
We're talking about Toby.
right, which is why I gave an exception for Hollywood.
Right. And then when we talk about the 50-year-old man, so does a 21-year-old woman typically want to date a broke man?
No.
So would she definitely date a 50-year-old broke man?
Well, what do you mean by broke? Because 20-year-olds don't even.
No, you can't do that again.
Hold on, let me finish. 20-year-olds
No, I'm
don't
not
even.
letting you finish because you're having a
20-year-olds
conversation in
don't
bad
even
faith.
often
No,
understand finances and
This
what
is how
it
you have-
takes
this how
to
you
have a
gaslight
full
family.
financial.
You keep doing this. You just told me.
Okay, you can just talk to yourself. That's fine. I'll just mute myself. You can have a conversation with yourself.
Yes, because you pretend to be coherent when you're not. So again, you can't tell me that a 20-year-old woman wouldn't date a broke person, but then when I ask you if they date a 50-year-old man, is it because they have money or not? And you say, I don't know. You can't do that. Deb, does that make sense logically? Because this, I'm saying what keeps happening over and over again. She can't tell you that a 20-year-old woman would date a 50-year-old man for money, but then when we ask would she date a broke man, she says no. And if he's 50-year-old and old, would she date a woman would definitely? You just said you was done talking, but I told you interrupt me just to talk. You'll interrupt me.
Well,
just
if you're gonna say something
you just
that
said you
I
were
said
done.
incorrectly,
You just
I'm
said
gonna
you was
correct
done.
you. I'm gonna correct you. That's it.
You just said you was done.
I am, but I'm gonna correct you.
No, you didn't. You did say that. I asked you, would a 20-year-old woman date a broke man?
You asked me if 21-year-old women
don't
want
have a
to date
conversation.
broke men.
Don't have a conversation
And
about a
I
conversation.
said, yeah, most
Would a
people
20-year-old
typically don't want to date broke people. Like that's like not a typical thing. Yeah.
So a 21-year-old wouldn't want to date a broke guy. Now, if he's 50 and broke, I asked you that. You said you don't know. Is that consistent
So
with your logic?
as I was trying to say, lots of people who just got
no,
out of
is that
high
con-
school
I
who
didn't ask
have
you that.
never
I didn't ask
managed
you
their
that.
own finances don't
Nah,
fully understand
nope.
what
I didn't ask-
broke
I didn't ask
or
you that. I
rich
didn't ask you
is.
that. And
So
that-
she
now
might
you
see
wanted
a
to
man
talk
with
just
a
to interrupt
house
again. I asked you,
because
so you
she's
talking
only
on your
grown
own.
up in
Hey,
her
Chris,
parents'
would
in a
a
room,
20
and
would
so
most
she
women wanna date
sees
a
a man
broke
with a
man?
house and thinks he has money.
Would if a man's old and broke, would a 20-year-old definitely want to date that guy?
No.
It typically she'd want to date a 50-year-old guy because he has money, right?
Yes, that's
Right.
That's the reason.
So let me ask you this: why would someone be able to tell me that a 20-year-old woman wouldn't date a broke guy? But then when I ask you if a 20-year-old would date a 50-year-old broke guy, you tell me you don't know. Why would that person answer that way?
Well, I think that they would answer that way because they're caught.
Okay. Thank you so much. So this is all we're saying. What happens on these panels is that women will try to make it look like it's predatory that a 50-year-old guy would deal with a 20-year-old woman, but would deflect and derail from the point that these 20-year-old women are not looking for marriage. They're not looking for love. They're looking for a good time, a come up, and resources, especially if he got money and he's old. But if he was old and just old, ain't no 20-year-old woman typically gonna deal with no 50-year-old. So we're just
It's a double
asking.
standard.
Yes, and if someone's gonna be predatory, typically age-wise, it's the young woman trying to deal with the older guy to get money. That guy that's trying to deal with a 20-year-old, they're gonna have they're both adults. They're both gonna typically have consensual sex. She's getting old D and he's getting young P.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to respond or?
Okay. Kobe. So, give me just 1 second, friends. So, if most men could have the opportunity, would they take it? if most 40-year-olds and 40-year-old men, 50-year-old men could have the opportunity to date a healthy, young 20-year-old, do you think most men would take it, or do you think they wouldn't and they will match with women that are closer to their age? Let me actually start with the fellas first, and then we go from there. Let's get Mr. Fantastic and Reese from Philly. Welcome to the show, Reese.
Hey man, they say ain't no pussy like new pussy and young pussy. You hear me?
Damn.
So I mean, if they could, they would, but they can't, so they ain't. So most men could get highly attractive women of younger ages. At older ages, they definitely would.
What about you, Reese? Do you think if most men on their 40s, 50s, and 60s could date 20-year-olds, do you think they would?
Me, yeah, I would say they would. I think dudes in their 60s going after 20-year-olds, or even in their 50s. I'm in my 50s, going after 20-year-olds. I'm not too sure about that, right? And in my older age, when I turned 40, I stopped approaching women, period.
Sure.
So I only date women that come at me. And it seems like the younger women that are at least 10, 15 years younger than you are the only ones that had the courage to do that.
So I will actually give you a visual interpretation of what we were talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this 20-year-old woman comes to you. You going or not?
Oh man, I don't think
Reese,
so.
Reese definitely going.
Okay, no. I got you, Reese. Let me try to sell you this pen, okay? Let me try to sell you this pen. I got you. Don't worry. Still not going?
No, don't get me wrong. She's amazing, and I would throw her all.
I'll try to sell you a pen, brother. You still not going?
Nope.
Okay, let's try. You're still not going?
No.
Why?
Because she's only 20. That means a little short time ago she was 19. That's going to feel weird to me. I'm 56, dog.
Mr. Fantastic, do you believe him?
If he say it, man, he say it. But I like to believe if a highly attractive woman, regardless of her age, was in front of a man offering vagina, he's going to take it. If he knows for a fact this is an adult woman and she comes up to him offering vagina, he's going to accept that donation 99.9% of the time.
I can't disagree with that, but there are people out here who are strong.
Yes, you are different. You're different.
Yeah, that's the 1%. Like I said, that's the 1%. And then what we come to find out is even the 1% is getting some pussy on the side. Okay.
I was strong when I was 25, though. I was turning down box that nobody could.
Look at
my 20.
Sure, but it's all fun and games until they are co-workers at McDonald's.
Yo, that's look at Athena.
Mr. Fantastic, did you answer the question? Did you not answer the question? Did you reply to the question?
Yeah, but both of them. Most men could, they could, and that one for that girl, most definitely. You know, I'm all up, down, and through there, front, back, side to side. No UGK, top and bottom lip injection.
So Deb, do you think that most men, if they could, they would date a 20-year-old?
Yeah,
if they could. Can you give me the opposite? If most women could date a rich, handsome 40-year-old instead of dating their counterparts at 20, would they do it?
yes and no. I mean, because at least for myself, when I was younger, I never dated older guys ever. Like I think the oldest when I was 20 was probably like 35, but I never dated much older than that just because of my background. I was always grossed out by older men. So
still now?
No, now I mean I don't mind, but I don't really date. But if I
what
did,
what will be the limit if like as you are in 30s, if a 50-year-old comes around?
that's fine. 50s, I don't know. I would have to be funny and
How
smell
old? How old?
good and
How
look
old are you, Deb?
good.
Deb, how old are
I'm
you?
34 now.
What's your age preference?
Within like 4 or 5 years.
No, like
I've always
like
kept-
what's the old, like what age would you want to date a guy
Yes,
now?
it's
Like what age
34
would
to
you-
38.
34 to
Yeah,
38.
yeah, I've dated like a little bit older, like 40s, but I'm 40, but yeah, that's like the highest.
So Deb, if Wemby, give me an American basketball player or football player that is on their 20s or later 20s. Fantastic. Can you help me? Yes,
Anthony Edwards. Jason
sure.
Tatum.
And Jason Tatum. Perfect. If Jason Tatum came to you and says, "Hey, Deb, what's up?" You going, right?
Oh, I'm going. I'm definitely going. 100%.
So the age is kind of a dressing thing.
Yeah, I'm not talking about younger. I'm talking about older. So like.
So younger you don't have a problem, but older you do.
Yeah.
So if Idris Elba comes to you,
No, he's not a problem. I'm not saying any age is a problem. I'm saying that's just what I've gone for. That's not. It's
but
not that
that's the thing.
I wouldn't.
As long as they have the prerequisites that you want, age is like it blows off the map, right? It blows off
Yeah,
the
age doesn't matter as long as they're attractive, they're funny, they smell good.
And you think there's most women, or you think it's just you?
No, I think it's just me. Most women aren't going for that. They don't care really.
You think
if they're
most women don't go
attractive as long as-
for? You think most women? Do you think the 35-year-old wouldn't go for Jason Tatum?
Yeah, but again,
You said
he's
that-
also attractive.
No.
No.
Would
Deb,
most,
not it.
would
Go
most
ahead, Ali.
women go for Jason Tatum, Deb?
Oh yeah,
Would most women go for Idris Elba?
yeah.
So what makes, so there's nothing different between y'all?
Well, the difference is that I mean, with them specifically, they're
they are
both
rich and
really
handsome.
attractive men.
No. So this
Betty
is
already said
right? Hey, so this is the thing, right, Deb? Women make rules for the guys they don't like.
Okay.
So when they don't like men, they start to put these milestones. You need to have a 3-bedroom apartment. You need to drive a BMW. But when they like somebody, especially if they're attractive or they're money, everything goes out of the window. And this is why a lot of times you have a woman that says dating younger men is man dating younger woman is gross. But if they were 45 and they have the opportunity to date Anthony Edwards, that is a 6'5", making $100 million per year, they would go. And they do this for them a baby, kind of, right? Same thing with older people. Like men have all these rules. Oh, I wouldn't date a woman with a baby mama. I will never do it until Bernice Burgos knocks at your door. And now you're stepdaddy because you like what you see, right? So we were just asking these things because, in my opinion, and this is my observation, it's only gross if the dude is not attractive. There's no white woman that sees Brad Pitt or Johnny Depp or the Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, and says, "Oh my God, he eat it on me. It's so gross. I'm only 23." They are flattered, right? And for black woman, I think he will be the same. If he was the janitor that is balding and is working on a school, you would find gross that is meeting a 20-year-old. But if he's one of these top of the line movie actors or basketball players or something, most of the people will actually find fine. Matter of fact, let me give you an example, right? Bill Clinton fuck Monica Lewinsky. Now they're saying that Donald Trump had an affair on his first term with the secretary. She's on her 20s, later 20s, early 30s. That man is almost 60, right? Woman like power, regardless of who he is. If the guy is 18 or the guy is 68 and he has a tremendous amount of power, most of women will literally change all the rules they have to be with that dude. So how is this a problem? See what I'm saying?
This is
Tobey
what I was
Maguire
trying to
is
say.
a $100 million man, one of the most known superheroes in the world. If he gets a 20-year-old, isn't it easy to understand why the 20-year-old is with him? And matter of fact, that's not even my question. I will make a statement. Most of these relationships are predatory in reverse.
Can I
And y'all
respond?
don't and y'all don't want to talk about that. Ghosty, I'll leave you. Let you answer. I just want that to sink in. Most of these relationships, you think the predator is the man, the predator is actually the woman. Most of these relationships, the predator is actually the woman, the 20-year-old that is not physically attracted to the man that is 50 and 60, but because he has money or has house or has properties or something like that, and they want that shit, they will literally go ahead and pretend they love these people, so they actually go ahead and get access to these things. As soon as you take the money, as soon as you take the properties, as soon as you take the fame, this woman wouldn't touch this man with a 100-foot pole. And Toby Maguire is
Shout out
not
to
the most.
Deontay Wilder.
Tommy Maguire is not the most attractive white man. I will say that. Pause. He's not he's not a man that is traditionally handsome, right? He has the baby face that didn't age well, kind of type of face. I guarantee you, if he was not Tommy Maguire, if he was Mark from Accountant, that woman will never look his way, while Toby Maguire will still look her way if she work on Staples Center or whatever the venue they are go about. Go ahead, Ghosty, uninterrupted, and then Ali pick up where I left.
Okay, so to an average 20-year-old, to an average 20-year-old, a man who has money is a man who has a regular job, a house, maybe even an apartment, and a car. That's a man who has money to her. Oftentimes, these relationships go where the man meets her and he says, "Oh, you're so mature for your age, and I really wish women your age were like me or were like you, and blah, 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 blah. You're so interesting, blah, 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 blah." And she might think she finds it flattering. She thinks it's cool. She thinks it's cool he has a house and stuff, blah, 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 blah. He is still using her solely because she's young. And I'm not saying this is for all age gap relationships. There are some genuine age gap relationships where people are in love or they have some kind of arrangement. I don't care, whatever. But sometimes these older men are taking advantage of these naive, like, stupid girls who are very young and don't have a lot of dating experience, and he might pretend like he has more money than he does, and you could say it's predatory because she's dating him because he has a house and she thinks it's cool. I think women dating men solely for money is wrong. I don't like that either.
How is it wrong?
Because I don't think people should date anyone because for using them solely for something.
Ghosty,
so,
but that's life, right?
No.
I guarantee you a man knows.
This is why we have so many fucking divorces, because people are like,
No,
"Oh, you have money, that's fine enough for
you
me."
don't care about Ghosty, you don't care about those respectfully. This is not a virtue signaling show.
I'm not
for the
virtue
most-
signaling.
No,
I've been saying this forever.
Yeah, but that's we know we for the most part don't care how these people are together. They want something from each other and they get together.
Okay,
most
but when
men
it's
know.
disingenuous, that's when I think it becomes predatory.
Sure,
If he's
but-
pretending he's genuinely into her and he sees a future with her and wants to wife her up and have children with her and shit, and when really it's just young, vulnerable, naive pussy, I think that's fucking creepy.
No. 1 second. If I want to have sex with an attractive woman, that's the only reason I need to have sex with. Of course, don't tell her a dream, but if I only see you as a piece of meat, I have all the right as a consenting adult to open your mouth and to do what I need to do with her. Right?
If
That's what
you're
it is.
being open and forward about it, and it's just like, look, I'm into you, you're hot
Sure.
and young, and I just want to fuck, then
Sure.
and
But-
she
but
consents
Ghosty-
to that without being
Sure,
like
sure.
peer pressured
Ghosty-
into it, then sure.
Sure, Ghosty, but this is why you shouldn't put the naive and young, and because it kind of puts a woman on the position of a victim. I'll give you a better example,
young
right?
people are naive and stupid and can be
And
easily
older
pressured
people
into
are naive and
situations.
stupid too. But most of people are stupid their all their life. They don't get better. The person they
No,
were at
you
25,
learn.
they just have more miles and more scars. But at 45, they continue to be stupid. But for the most part, if you are a man, for example, if you are, it's going to cost you a lot of pussy if you live on your mama house. and it's going to get you a lot of pussy if you have a mansion. We know that the environment where the woman is, a lot of times is the difference between you getting a full course meal and you only getting a kiss in the cheek and she goes back home. You have in your own space, a place of quality with a nice TV and some nice sofas that smell well, and have a dog walking around, and there's a pool outside, and you can put like women like nice things. Women like nice cars, women like strips, like they like nice stuff. So I wouldn't say it's predatory when what people want get what they want. On, for example, what is that woman? To me, it's the most probably the most beautiful woman. I of course, there's exceptions. What is Anna Nicole Smith? The blonde woman that married the 70-year-old guy.
Right.
That
Again,
woman is
in Hollywood. I did say I think it's a little different, but
right. That woman, in my opinion, is a 10. And what she did might be considered predatory, but that's the thing. Why do you think the man that was 60 something or 70 was with her? This is clearly a situation that is beneficial to both. In my old age, I have all the money in the world, so I have access to one of the most beautiful women in the world, and this woman that is one of the most beautiful in the world get access to $1 billion if I die. What is the problem with that? I don't see no problem.
I'm not speaking about billionaires. I already said that. I'm talking about an average 50-year-old guy trying to date a 20-year-old girl. I just think that's weird.
So there's no problem, no. As long as it's consensual.
I already said in like Hollywood with really rich and famous people, it's a
And
different world.
what about in real? What about in real life? If I'm a Amazon supervisor, I'm 50.
Yeah, I think in most cases, I think that's gonna be weird. If you're trying to date
but
like
is-
under
is-
21, I think that's
Ghosty is so convenient. If the man is a top of the line man, you see no problem because he's a top of Hollywood and billions and all that. But if he's a supervisor and McDonald's that literally works with this woman every day, all day, he can fall in love with a 20-year-old with the tight ass and some titties. So you can do it.
It can happen. I think it's rare. I think it's very
It's
rare.
rare?
Yes,
That's how it-
in Hollywood, it's
Hey,
a little
don't-
different because
don't
I think
ski.
these women are like they're raised in a
No,
whole
don't ski,
different
that's-
world where they understand they're dating a celebrity and they
Don't
know that's why they're dating them.
Ghosty,
This isn't just like a
most age gap relationships happen because of proximity. Is you go work for Walmart and there's this handsome 50-year-old that is there and he takes a liking out of you because you came out of college, you turned 24 and you have everything in place and y'all work with each other for 12-hour shifts and you fall in love with each other. It's not like a great conspiracy. I can't wait for her to be 18. That usually doesn't happen. What happens is you get in proximity with people, you fall in love with them, and a lot of times the age that used to be a rule stops becoming a rule because you like that person no matter what, and you rather be with them than be with a 20-year-old. Am I tripping, Chris?
No.
But do you think it's predatory?
No, I remember you asked me earlier. I said I think.
Yeah, no, but on this situation, like for example, where because I know in the United States y'all have these stupid laws that employees and supervisors shouldn't be fucking, which is, in my opinion, ridiculous.
Coworkers, period. Really.
Yeah, but there's the thing. Most of people meet each other now with the internet is different, right? But until now, most people meet in college or in school or in the work, and they get together and they get married. There's usually people fall in love, and everybody is fucking at work. Well, let's be very respectful. Like HR might not know what they're doing, but most of us, like, there's very rare a place where there's no romance in the workforce and nobody says nothing about it because it's irregular, right? If he's a 50-year-old and a 20-year-old on a workforce, like, other than she being directly under the person, meaning I can give you a promotion or something like that, would you think that will be something that should be avoided, or you would recommend actually to younger woman to be with the older man? If you were the queen, princess, I'm going to give you the title of Jazz now that she left, right? If you're the queen, king, queen, princess, diva, empress of the world, would you recommend younger woman to date older man? And then I want Mr. Fantastic and Deb to actually answer that to Ali. Would you recommend like a 20-year-old dating a 35, 40, 45-year-old, or would you not recommend that?
I would recommend if the young lady is of age to date, like 20 and above, depending on her maturity level, this is how my recommendation will go. But yes, I would encourage her to date somebody that is older than her and not as close to her age, only because from what I've experienced, men that are closer to women's age, they're not as experienced. They don't have as much intelligence. They don't have enough experience to have the necessary leadership skills to lead a woman. So most times you get a young man and he's still experiencing life. He still has things that he wants to do. He's not at a place where he's trying to possibly even be, committed to a woman or even like take those steps. So I don't think that a younger woman would have much to gain from a younger man in most cases. So yeah, I would encourage a younger woman who is of legal age to date to consider dating someone a little bit older than her for sure.
What would be the range?
So say if she's 20 years old, I would say you could do a 30 or a 35, something like that.
Oh, hey, fantastic. Sorry.
Did I miss?
Yeah.
Oh, did I miss something? Chris, can you say that right back again? What age guy should date with what guy? What woman?
You saying what did I say?
Yes. Yeah, you said.
The age range. Like if she's 20, I would encourage her to date somebody like 30 or 35. Yeah.
I agree.
It's funny. I actually agree with that.
I didn't,
for certain reasons, but I will save it. Let's see Ghosty and Deb, and then we go to Fantastic and Ali.
No, so you talking about serious dating?
Oh yeah, for sure.
But the part we keep missing is that the women aren't dating for serious dating. These women, most of these women are not dating anymore to love somebody. And
I was going off the question that Fetty asked me. So
I know you did, but the thing, I'm adding additional context because a lot of times these conversations are being had in bad faith, as if the man just wants sex and the woman wants love. When it's typically what Fatty said earlier, you have to reverse it. The women want money, and the man may want sex, and may have access to that woman, but he'll do what he needs to do for that woman. Where when the woman changed her mind because she actually didn't want the guy, she wanted his resources, she'll just leave. So we keep perpetuating in society is man wants sex, woman want love. We're not there anymore. We're way past that. Typically now the man wants the woman. You could say sex if you want to and love, and we'll keep her, but the woman wants power, like Fatty said, and resources. She don't want him.
So Fatty, with the question that you just asked me, did I answer the essence of the question, or is there other things that you want me to answer? You did.
Yes, you did. I'm not saying you didn't answer it. But what I'm saying is that when we have these conversations, it's like we'll get to when we have this is like kind of a predatory conversation we're having about who can be predatory, right? Okay. Who do you feel is typically the more predatory person now in today's age? Is it men or women?
Give me a moment. I have to process that. Okay.
How about you, Deb?
I would say women.
Come back to me.
For sure. Women.
You literally have 20-year-old women and 50-year-old women, 40-year-old women trying to date young guys for what we call buzzer beater babies. Like they still looking for these young men to take care of them instead of looking for young men they could possibly take care of in this so-called 50-50 world where we're supposed to be treated equally the same. But a lot of times this 20-year-old woman, we try to play, oh, she's just young. Oh, she's emotional. She's just a woman. Like when we go, hey, that 16-year-old boy, he's almost a man. That's a grown, like he know what he's doing. He know what he was doing when he was 20. He knew what he was doing when he was 25, 30. The woman, she never knows. She's naive. She didn't understand what was happening. She didn't know what was coming to her. When women are extremely strategic and tactical, they know exactly what they're doing and how they're maneuvering, typically.
I would say a better example is kind of the OnlyFans thing, where 20-year-old woman are taking advantage of 50-year-old lonely man or sexless man to get money from them. And men think they're talking to the girl, and they're talking with the man in India saying, I miss you too, right? Which is, in my opinion, extremely predatory, but it comes from a point of view of scarcity versus abundance. Most of these women come from the point of view of abundance. They have so many mental tension, so many sims, so many people around them that they kind of start to use that. I would say, for example, a friend zone is extremely predatory towards men. If that man has romantic interest over you and you, for whatever reason, don't get rid of him, but you put him on a place where you can extract things from him without actually give him something back, to me that's predatory. It's predatory in nature. Does a man have the possibility to leave that situation? Absolutely. But for the most part, I think women are smart enough to actually know what they're doing. Ghosty, would you what will be the age range that you would advise a 20-year-old to date, for example? Older, same age, 10 years, 15 years, like what will be the range?
Someone within a couple years of their own age, whether like up to 3 years younger than them, or maybe like 5. The ideal situation would be within 5 years, either direction. Well, I guess if they're 20,
why
then
5
they
years?
can't,
Why
not
5
5
years?
years younger, but
Yeah, but why 5? Why not 10?
I mean, you can do 10.
What is the difference
but
between?
I think most.
What is the difference? What is the difference between
I think there's a huge
a
difference between a
25-year-old
20-year-old
and
and
a
a
30,
30-year-old.
25-year-old man?
So after 25, age gap isn't as big of a deal to me. But under 25, that's when I think those are the most significant years of people not only developing their brain, but their experience, what they want in their life, what they know about themselves.
Mhm.
So yeah, those are the most vulnerable years for man or woman.
Chris and Darling, if we change that in society and told girls to keep their legs closed, and be with the right guy, marry before you carry, and also if you're going to deal with somebody, only deal with somebody 5 years, between 0 to 5 years, are they going to listen to us?
Probably not. They probably will not.
So it doesn't even matter. That's why when we had these conversations, like women, like Fatty say, will set these premises to make them look not you either, Ghosty. I'm saying what women will do in principle. They'll talk in principle to make themselves look good, like they're virtuous, like they're righteous, like they're trying to do the right thing. And when it's convenient, they'll break all those rules. The rules don't mean nothing. And when the rules are broken, they're gonna blame the guy for not following the guidelines. He should have been a leader. He should have led her the right way, but he helped her make the wrong decision. And it happens repeatedly all the time. And Fatty says this all the time. He can't say it all the time because it'd be overused. Women use sex for power, and men use power for sex. But the women get to play victim to it. The men can't. Like soon as the women call the man out for doing it, they go, he's a predator. He wants sex, but we won't admit that the women want power.
We often talk about how men get manipulated by women, especially younger men. Like they get cheated on, they get mistreated, whatever. Like this is just a factor of young people dating.
Tell me the guy that won $1 million suing a woman for using them for power.
What?
Tell me the woman.
Like, can we
Tell me
talk
the case.
about reality?
No, we're talking about no. Don't say
experience?
no. Let's not talk about reality. Like I don't know why women sue men all the time for being predatory.
All the time. Do you think that's the average experience? Is women
and they
suing
get
men
settlements.
for millions of dollars?
They get settlements all the time. Yes, there's always settlements. Women are always getting settlements.
You accused me
No,
earlier
oh,
of talking,
not
not talking
I'm
about
still talking.
generalities and only talking about rare exceptions. But every time I talk to you, that's what you do.
I'm not going to let you escape away from what I just said and you try to derail. Tell me the case where a man got to sue a woman for taking advantage of him for power. She took advantage of his power. Tell me that case.
Off the top of my head, I can't think of a case for either.
Because you don't know one. Because you can't. It's not the same.
Because
Y'all can play victim.
I don't look at
you
who's
can play
suing
victim.
who. Because that's fucking weird.
Yes,
No,
you do.
you're
Yes,
playing
you do.
victim,
No, you care about
dude.
it. And now you triggered. Now
oh
you
my
triggered.
god, you're the one always crying victim. Literally every panel I'm on with you.
Every time we.
I'm just saying, young men and young women are vulnerable. This is when they're going through their learning experiences with dating. That's all I'm saying. And then you're crying about billionaires getting sued.
So an hour ago, 30 minutes, hour ago, you were trying to make men look like they were predatory and violent.
I think a lot of times 50-year-old men looking to date women, especially under 20, is predatory. Yes.
Now, I'm not interrupting you. Let me land. You open your mouth, I'll let you finish. So let me finish too on my own show.
Actually,
Fantastic had to tell you literally that the violent crimes that men and women commit is under less than 1%. So don't say I'm crying. You try to play victim all the time and let women play victim and make it predatory when a woman's dealing with a man. All I'm saying is that you speak on what actually benefits a woman. You don't talk about the things that benefit a woman or how men are hurt in today's society because of the injustice that occurs. That's all I'm saying. You use Johnny Depp. We talked about Johnny Depp, but we're not talking about Johnny Depp right now.
I was
just
talking
asked
about
you
men getting cheated
if it's
on
fair,
and
if it's
shit.
just. Tell me where a man was able to sue a woman because she was trying to take advantage of him for his power.
That's
And
such
you
a
couldn't. That's
random,
all.
obscure
And I let Fatty
question.
come every
Yes,
time I
I
talk.
can't
you trigger.
answer that, but
I
that
have to
doesn't
let
prove
Fatty
a
go. I'll let you
point.
come right back. Every time I talk, she triggered.
Go ahead, Ghosty, and interrupt.
I was about to leave. If you're gonna mute me, keep muting me. But
No.
Don't talk over me.
No.
Don't talk
Yeah,
over me.
one second. Ali, I got you.
mute-
Ali,
you
Ali,
talk
one
over
second.
me
Ali,
all the time.
Don't talk over
Ali,
me.
one
Don't
second.
talk- I don't
Ali,
talk
one
over
second.
you.
Ali,
Yes,
one
you
second.
do.
No. Ghosty, that's not how it works. You have the opportunity to talk for 99% of the show, almost uninterrupted. But if y'all are having points of contention and y'all don't see eye to eye and y'all are aggravating each other, and he was like you laughing about, oh, the crybaby, you're crying. Like, let the person finish so you can go afterwards. He's muting you because he wants to finish his thought, not because he wants to silence you.
He's talked over me multiple times.
You
He
talk over
literally,
him multiple times.
he literally
It's
said,
only
"No,
you.
I'm not." Ali,
Only
you
you.
literally said, "I'm not
It's
gonna let
only
you
you.
finish."
It ain't Chris,
You
it
said
ain't
to me
Deb, it ain't-
twice
it's
on this
only
panel,
you.
"I'm
It's
not
only
gonna
you.
let you finish
It's only
talking."
you.
You said,
You
"Sorry,
attended
I'm
me.
not
That's-
gonna let you
Again,
finish."
I told you
Ghosty,
before.
did you overtalk
All
him in the
women
show?
learn from women like you. You're a
Ghosty,
victim. Like
Ghosty, did
perpetual
you?
victim.
One second, Ali. Ghosty, did you overtalk him on this show too?
Yes,
So, but there's his show, right?
But she's a victim.
but
There's his show, right? He has the right to say, "Please don't overtalk me on my show," right?
if he keeps doing it to me and then mutes me when I respond and I can't say anything,
Sure.
I'm not going to be here.
Sure, but
Man,
when
you
no,
overtalked
Ali,
me.
1 second, just 1 second. But when Ali was done, he said, "Go ahead." Like, didn't you have opportunity to get on the plane, go upstairs, and then land it? Like, don't you have the opportunity to do it? It's not like we rob you the opportunity to respond. You have the opportunity to respond. Go ahead and interrupt it, please.
I don't even remember what we were talking about.
And then
Victims.
and
I'm not
Ghosty,
trying
then-
to be a fucking
Victim.
victim,
You
but
never
you
know
are
what
such
you
a
do
fucking
wrong. You only know when
crybaby all
someone
the
does wrong
time.
to you, right? And you tell men they cry when they
I
express
literally
themselves.
said that
that's
that
not
men
normal.
get cheated on, and you said that I'm trying to play victim. Like, I literally don't know. You don't care what I say. You call me a liar. Nothing I say is ever good enough. It's like really stupid.
Well, show's over. Hope y'all enjoyed it. But nah, don't dip yet. We still got them final thoughts coming.
Y'all really tore it up tonight, huh? But don't dip just yet. Let's hear them final words.
Hey, that's it. Show's done. Now shut the fuck up and let the panelists speak. It's time for final thoughts.
Thank you very much, friends. Ghosty, final thoughts. Do you fantastic? You going live, Ali? You going live? I need to know who's going live. You going live, Ali? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Send me a message, please. Ghosty, final thoughts.
Thanks for having me. Good show for the most part.
Friends, next week we start with the White Channel. We're going to start to talk about politics. The Breaking Ground starts at 5 p.m. on Thursday, okay? Morning shows 4 times a week. We're going more professional. We're going to go from 40 pieces of content per month to 150. So wish us luck, okay? Thank you very much. Miss Chris, final thoughts.
As always, I learned a lot on these shows. They're very
From me.
enlightening, and I enjoy the meeting of the mind. So you guys are wonderful, and I pray that you have a blessed evening and a blessed rest of your week.
Thank